level. Yeah, I know you heard about it.
Motherfucker.
You know I'm bout it, and don't you ever doubt it. I'm incomparable, that's why they staring though. Turn up the stereo, check it out, check it out, check it out. I'm hot just like a sauna, New York to California. Too hot, too hot. You ain't seen nothing like this, nobody do it like this. I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all trying to catch up to my next level, next level, on the next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Motherfucker.
You like that old school, back in the music, that shit is old news. I'm popping through the ceiling, that's my motto, that's my motto. I lead, they follow. I'm hot just like a sauna, New York to California. Too hot, too hot. You ain't seen nothing like this, nobody do it like this.
Motherfucker.
I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all trying to catch up to my next level, next level, on the next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Yeah, I was born blind, I could not see, thoughtless, not free. Doctors on the scene with poisonous fists, they call it the vaccine. And if you ain't asleep, you know exactly what I mean. If my mama really knew, she would breach the roof. I just hope she knows the baby only seeks the truth. I learned not to trust the system of the institute, and I feel I need to get that knowledge into you. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. In school I was taught lessons, a young truther asking questions, while all these other motherfuckers guessing. Elementary just wasn't meant for me. Y'all keep your fake history, the shit is not a mystery. That it's all lies, and if all lies would open wide, and see in 2020 vision be nowhere to hide. It's so clear as a clear blue sky that we never see anymore, just trails pass by. And remember the conspiracy theorist said it's a lie. They're spraying chemicals in the air, but you still deny. So how can I get you to see anything if you're blind? Like the moon landing's fake, NASA lies all the time, and government officials are just the elite puppets. I'ma probably get murdered for saying all the shit, fuck it. Tired of this world anyway, getting bleaker by the day. Sheep will keep sleeping, truth seeker, I'm away. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. Yo, we see way too far. I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. Yo, all of NASA's pictures of Earth are fake. They're all fake. Yeah, I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. We can't get to the moon today, never mind 60 years ago. Every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers.
Taking care of business. Taking care of business. Every day. Taking care of business. Every way. Taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business. Working overtime. Woo! Taking care of business. Taking care of business. We've been taking care of business. We've been taking care of business. Woo! Taking care of business. Taking care of business. I don't feel dirty.
All right, guys. That was the promo for up at Mount Cheeha, April 1st and 2nd. The links are below this live stream for the event, and everything you need to know about it is there. And we are less than 9 days away from the meetup. I'm really excited. I'm going to bring on my other two amigos, since this is a 3 amigos show. It wouldn't be right for me to just leave them backstage. I got one amigo, two amigo.
Hola.
Hola.
I should have worn my amigo hat. Oh well, it's down there on the
I
floor.
know I need an amigo hat too. I have no amigo hat.
I don't
You have two sombreros, don't you, CFM?
Oh, I have like cowboy things, not really sombreros.
Oh,
The
I
only
thought you had a
sombrero I
sombrero.
have is- and I don't even know why I have this one, but here, I have this one.
Mine is right there.
Oh, there you go. Oh, the logo's on the way.
But then they'll say it's a tiny hat. You know how that goes. So.
Tiny sombrero. You know what they say about tiny sombreros?
Oh yeah, gigantic. Yeah, how's it going,
It's a
everyone?
sombrero.
So I'm hoping a lot of my audience that's like scanning the globe or whatever we live on for my show. I'm over here because it's easier. I don't have to do this every week, but I'm still here. So hopefully you find me, and I'll post links and stuff. And I'm also on Rockfin right now, and so. But I wanted it only on here because we need people to see where we are.
We seem to be starting off really well. We're at 61 people so far, and I never start off as 61 people.
Excellent. Let's get that up to at least Illuminati 66. Okay.
Yeah, right. What do you got here?
Motherfucker.
And see, I don't have that drop, and I like that one. That's hilarious.
Okay, guys. We are also live streaming on Rockfin, on CFM's Rockfin as well, correct?
Yes, we are. And
Yes, we
let's
are.
see. Yes, it is up and running. I'll say hi
We're
over there.
multi-streaming, baby. 65 people here. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so I'm sure you've all heard my mother has not been doing too well this last week. And I'm sure you all have been wanting an update. I know there's a lot of rumors going around. First and foremost, I would like to thank Jesus, my Lord and Savior, and you guys for all the prayers, because they have been working, and everybody has been just sending so much love and just like prayer bombing us. It's just amazing. It seems that she had an extreme allergic reaction to the thyroid medicine that she was prescribed here in Alabama. We picked it up at the local Walmart around here. It's basically a brand issue, or excuse me, a maker issue. It's a generic brand for your thyroid. And what it was she had the generic brand up in Philly, but it was a different maker. When she got this brand, this maker here, with this, it's the same generic kind, but it's a different maker. They use different additives to make these thyroid pills. And she had an extreme, and I mean extreme, allergic reaction to this stuff. Some people would have an allergic reaction, and it might, you might feel crappy for a couple of days, but my mother had the extreme of everything you could possibly have for a reaction with this. And 2 emergency rooms and a major hospital later. She is in the ICU unit. She's doing much better now, thanks to all you guys and your prayers, and the amazing doctors at Birmingham University Hospital. She had to be medevaced there from Oxford here. The first emergency room I took her to was atrocious. They did nothing for her. She sat there for almost 8 hours with suffering and pain, and they did nothing for her. We got out of there and went to another emergency room, a better emergency room, and there they only gave her a steroid and sent her on her way. Come to find out the next day, when I had to have her medevaced to Birmingham, that she had a liter of blood in her stomach and required emergency surgery. To say I was scared out of my wits is not even covering it, but I just kept praying to Jesus, and I knew you guys were praying with me, and she made it through 2 surgeries, actually. She is in the ICU unit now, and she's getting stronger every day. Thank you so much for everything. Jesus has been walking with me through this the whole way and carrying me many times through it. My sister and my niece drove 15 hours from Philly to get down here on Friday night. They got here around 5 in the morning on Saturday. I spent the whole night at the hospital in Birmingham by myself with my mom. And we've been going back and forth every day since. So we're hoping in the next couple of days she'll be out of ICU and in a regular room. And then we have to figure out how to get her transported back to Philadelphia, where she lives full time with my sister. And that's where her primary doctor is and everything. So there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, but in the end of the day, she made it through the worst of it. And I just want to again say thank you guys for everything, all the prayers. Please keep them coming. And I know she's going to get through this and come out the other side better than ever.
Yes.
Can I say something? It thrilled me because I didn't know what else to do but do what they say we're supposed to do. I sent you that passage. I forget which one it was. And it was like when someone's sick and you assemble the elders and you call for prayer. I mean, that's our weapon of choice. That's what we're supposed to do. And we ask for prayers, and I put up a 30-second little thing I did outside. And,
Yeah, that was
the volume of love that came from that was overwhelming. And one person said to me, man, Jen's mom sounds like she needs a miracle. And I truly believe that's what happened, because from everything you were telling me, it didn't look like we'd be having the same conversation. And I just praise God that he did that. It's just amazing. And thank everyone for doing it.
absolutely 100%.
Yeah, it's
And
CMF. I'm CFM, I think. We got mixed up. Arlette says that on the screen.
thank you guys so much for your prayers. And like I said, she's out of the woods, but she still has a long way to go. And, baby steps. Right now she's dealing with ICU delirium. I never heard of this before, but apparently it's a thing, especially when you've been in the hospital for days. There's no windows in the room that she's in. She doesn't know. She's just coming off of heavy sedation. Just got the ventilator taken off of her yesterday. The feeding tubes are still in. So there's a lot going on. And she's, basically she's okay as far as her, pain levels and stuff. It's almost like she's kind of tripping a little bit. She's seeing fairies flying by. She's laughing at like these cats and dogs that are sitting at the end of her bed. So even though she seems like, she's not really herself, she seems to be okay. And the little delirium's not going to hurt anything. Once she gets out of ICU and gets back in to start rehabilitating, I could tell you guys one thing. She's got a scar about this long on her abdomen. So this long. And there's got to be at least 50 staples going straight down her stomach. And she isn't even aware of that yet. But it looks really good. These people at Birmingham University Hospital did an amazing job on her. They literally saved her life. They were the nicest people God could ever put forth in front of me to help my mother, especially after what we dealt with the 2 other emergency rooms and the people at those hospitals. It was atrocious. I don't even have really words to describe how bad it was in those 2 emergency rooms and the attitudes that we had to deal with. It was just such a blessing. It was like night and day. These, the hospital that we were at, that she's still in now. And I thank them every day when we see them, every shift that we see, a new nurse that comes in and stuff. I mean, they're just nicer and nicer. And the doctors in the ER were amazing. They're, wheeling my mom like, we're taking her for emergency surgery right now. And they're trying to explain to me everything they're going to do. And I have to consent to all this stuff. And I got my sister on the phone. She's like still 10 hours away. And we're like freaking out because I didn't know if she was going to make it through the surgery. She had 4 days of being really weak and throwing up, like wretched, like when you're retching, vomiting, it's called retching or something. She actually tore the lining of her stomach and the gastro artery. And she had a liter of blood in her stomach. So it was getting really, really bad. And like I said, they did an amazing job on her. Even though they cut her practically from stem to sternum, she's sewed up really nice, and she just looks, she's got a zipper there of staples. Have to come out in 3 weeks. Anyway, again, I just want to say thank you, and we're going to get on with the rest of the things that we want to discuss today. We did put the show off from last week. A lot has happened in the YouTube world, but it's nothing we're not used to over here on our channels. The haters are going to hate. That's what haters do. And eventually the haters will show their fruits in one form or fashion. It happens every time. I've been saying this for the last 3 years. And basically all you got to do is sit back and wait, and it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're seeing across the board now. A lot of demonization of people and all this stuff. And I just want to say personally, people that come here on my channel, and then want to go over on other people's channel and agree with them and stuff like that. I just feel like, what? If you enjoy over there, stay over there. You don't need to be here. You don't have to come over here and act like you're agreeing with us and then go over there and be agree. I don't play those games. I'm not about that stuff. I don't make hit pieces on people. I like to keep moving forward with the truth. This is the same bullshit that happened to me last year, and a couple of all of us dealing with different stuff with YouTube being attacked and everything, and through the course of all last year. And basically the same thing I'm going to do now is stay in my lane. I'm going to point out the facts and show the facts and keep bringing truth. I'm going to be hitting you with so much truth, you're going to be begging me for a lie. That's how hard I'm going to be hitting this shit. Because you can't debunk truth, and truth is on our side. And Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. So there's that. Amen. So, amen. Right. Do you guys have anything you want to say about any of this stuff? Because you guys have been more into hearing what's going on. I've been so wrapped up with my mother.
That to me, that's it in a nutshell, as I like to say. Real life is going on, and I love the chats on my channel, your channel, and stuff. I love the people in there, and we serve a purpose, obviously, because we are an area that people can come to for a few hours here and there. But at the end of the day, it's just YouTube. And we don't really hang out with any people that we know from YouTube, very few. And so the people that have nothing, this is the thing I have a problem with. Like, if you have an opinion on someone, fine. It's, free will, do as thou will, whatever. It's your constitutional right to free speech. Okay. But there's a thing about, like, this is a channel, and you have free speech, but we also have the right to say, I don't like to hear your free speech. Go do it on your channel if you want and talk to those people. And if you have nothing but time, like literally, sometimes these troll channels go 8-10 hours a day just on microscope. I've made comments on it before. They get out notepads. They're watching now and they're scribbling down. He said it this, he said it that.
Because they have no other content. They use us as a storyline to create content to try to draw people over there. And the people that do go there are the people who are just like those people.
Yeah, and we don't need them.
Stay the fuck over there.
Yeah. Like there's no constitution of YouTube that says if you're watching a channel, you have to be able to talk on that channel and say whatever you want. What you're allowed to do is watch anything you want for free, if it's free. A lot of channels charge you up to $50 a stream or more. But if it's a free stream, you're allowed to watch it. If you want to comment and you're disruptive and the host or other people don't think it's worth it, they can get rid of you. That's their free speech. Mm-hmm. And if you have a problem with it, you should get a hold of the host and say, hey, I have a problem with it. Instead, troll channels do 10-hour streams because they what? Because what? They okay, so maybe you're not working, maybe you're getting help other ways. Fine, go do a hobby, learn a trade, play with your kids. I don't know. There's 1,000 other things you can do. I don't even have enough time to do my show. That's why I'm over here. Sorry, I'm getting a little irritated at your show, but
No, hey, go for
it's fascinating to me. It's depressing, literally depressing that people have, and I know I don't want to do that thing everyone says nothing better to do, but seriously, like that's what you're. We're on the screen not because we're trying to make money. We're on screen to try to build up, let people know things are going on. There's another wrath, God's judgment may be coming, and let's all wake up and figure it out. We're not on here bitching for 10 hours going, now let me show you what this channel did. Let me show you what that channel did. And it's ridiculous to me to a level I don't understand. And I feel bad. I'm not going to engage with trolls because, this particular one is shocking to me. And I wouldn't beat up an autistic child. I wouldn't go after this troll. If anything, I'm guilty of. I get tithings from YouTube and I pass them on to other people. And if that means that it's a control of money, I don't know what to tell you. But that's what happens. And occasionally we had like a used computer laptop we weren't using, and I gave that to someone, thinking that would be a nice gesture. But if that's a control mechanism, and then I'd have someone on my channel all the time trying to help them out. If that's a control measure.
Somebody flipping the script to suit their narrative of stabbing you in the freaking back for whatever reason.
What was that video you
That's
sent
all
me?
it is.
Do you have that Alpha Talks?
Yes, we're going to be playing.
That was perfect timing. You found that and sent it to me?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to play that because
that's how God talks. It's funny. He just dropped that in front of us right when we were looking into this.
You may recognize some traits here in people that have been. Hold on, let me mute this little commercial. You may see these traits in people that you watch on some channels. I'm just saying. So let me play this real quick and get it all set up here.
And we don't say their names. That's what they want. They want this attention, but you'll figure it out. And if you don't worry about it, because literally there's 10 people that are upset about it, and let them be. They'll move on. Hopefully, they usually do. Silliness.
But they'll exploit it every chance they get.
Yeah.
There's still people who have meltdowns. The second Meltology is even brought up anywhere in their vicinity and stuff. It's hysterical. Yeah. I love it.
and this one popped off because I silenced him on my channel. Oh, well, that's my choice. That doesn't negate everything I've done prior to that, but I guess it does. So whatever. I think it's
okay. So we keep talking about trolls. And no, Pirate asked if it's trolls or people who just disagree. I don't care if you disagree with what I have to say. When you make hit pieces on me and you talk trash about me and my friends and you bring out all this fucked up weird shit that you're trying to twist to your narrative, then you're a fucking troll or whatever. You're just not a nice person in my book. If people disagree that maybe they think that's a tree stump over there and not a melted building, I'm okay with it, guys. Okay?
We've never told anyone not to watch that shit. We've never. They just...
I mean, in my opinion, if I see brick, I'm going to say I see brick. It's melted. How could that be a tree if there's brick right there? Okay. That's for me. But I'm not going to turn around and make a whole hit piece on somebody, start calling out their channels and saying all this stuff, loop their voice over videos of whatever and all this. That's ridiculous. That shows the level of immaturity that I don't even want to speak about right now.
And Pirate, he's one of the very few Pirate Oxide, right? He's one of the first people I ever met. And we've known each other, however, forever. But the thing is I understand his position. Free speech. I've heard him say that. But this is just a YouTube channel. Look, and so sometimes if it's disruptive in the chat, we'll kick you. That's all. You can still have your free speech, but it's kind of like fire in a theater. It's kind of like that in the chat.
There is a certain level of respect that grown-ups have for each other, okay? Just because you have the anonymity of hiding behind an avatar and a name that you make up, a sock account, who knows what, does not mean that you should not respect other people's chats. I don't go in other people's chats and start a bunch of shit.
No.
All I do is stay in my lane and keep bringing you guys as much truth as I can find. Me, Shapu, CFM, that's all we're doing. That's all we're about. We got 91 people here.
And if somebody wants to come in here and just start talking crap about another subject or the people on the screen, they're going to get silenced. That's it.
Yeah, we like to keep the show moving. We like to keep the chat light. If you're going to come in here and then bomb the chat and all this stuff, then you got to go. And if you
Algo's got it
one
right.
word about it, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Algo has it right. As a channel owner, you get to determine what speech you want on your channel. Period. I don't know why it's even a debate with some of these people, but that's what they want. They want attention. Look how much attention they've gotten already. It's ridiculous. So keep doing your hit pieces. You have no other content, and now you'll have it. See?
All their hate bounces right off of us. See, that's the thing. All we got to do is sit back, let Jesus handle it, and we just stay in our lane and keep bringing the truth here. We're guided by the Holy Spirit at this point. I don't have time for all their bullshit. I got enough drama in my life. The last live stream I did, my phone was blowing up the whole time I was live streaming. Yeah. But see, when you are a narcissist to a certain extent and you have narcissistic tendencies, it's all about you. And you got to make yourself the victim and make everybody see it your way and all this stuff. And make those people over there, it's all their fault. It's their fault that all this is happening. Okay?
It's amazing to me, though, like we're supposed to be the enlightened people, truthers or whatever. I'm sick of all the different names.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to have more discernment. And a random person on YouTube can just start spouting sentences like they're truth with no information whatsoever. Some of them extremely hurtful and hateful to friends of his. He's spouting some crazy lies now about some of the people in the chat right now. It's really sad. And so people that want to tune into that, they weren't the people we wanted to talk to anyways. See, that's not our people.
Yep.
And so Jesus preached to everyone, but he didn't hang out there. If he talked to someone and they weren't listening, what did he say? He kicked the dust off his feet and he moved on. And that's all we're doing. Whoever wants to listen will follow us, and whoever doesn't. If this is whatever they're trying to portray this as, where have we asked our chat for anything other than if they want to donate occasionally? That's it. There's no hidden agenda here. That's it. It's 3 people on a screen trying to get out information and with some loving people here. And that's all it is. And there'll be a few bad apples that'll show their fruits, like you said, Jen. And they'll eventually rot away.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it.
It's inevitable. They will always show their fruits.
Right.
Guys, you look at my channels. You've all been here along the way with me. Okay. I've been on many people's channels. I've seen people come and go on YouTube. And I've always stayed true to the truth and true to my true nature, which is staying true to myself, staying true to Jesus Christ, and being guided by the Holy Spirit. And if I've ever led you astray in any way, I've corrected myself. And a mistake is only a mistake if it's left uncorrected, I always say. So you could judge me by my fruits. I have nothing to hide here. And 90 people, welcome everybody. All right, we're gonna
Jen, could we say one last thing as we end this? Can I do a little prayer? Can I just say, Father in heaven, please watch over us. Guard us against these unrighteous attacks against us. And as promised, send them back and hence where they came from. If we're in a righteous place and we're being attacked unjustly, we're supposed to praise that and be blessed by it, because that means we are doing what Jesus asked of us. Because only during the end times will you feel that type of unrighteous attack. So please, Father, right now we ask this of you. Shower us with your love and mercy. Comfort us, cover us, protect us, guard us with your armor, and send it back from whence it came upon their heads. We ask this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, we're going to get into this troll video. And, if it sounds like somebody you might know, well, there you go. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, we don't have nothing against people that disagree with us, but trolls are someone that spent like 5 hours decorticating a chat of another channel to find something that is wrong, that attacking this is not right, man. It's not right to do, and that's why we call him a troll, because what the fuck, go do something else of your life,
Yeah, really, you got to get a life at that point.
Just before I did show with you, Jen, I never was in any chat, in any stream. I watched stuff, but I never chatted because I don't. I say hi, and that's about it. It's
you know, you got to get a thick skin about you. This type of stuff happens all the time. But when it's somebody who you know, befriend or bring into your inner circle, and then they turn around and stab you in the back, it hurts a little. But you know what? It was meant to be. We were meant to see it. This is something we have to see, and we can move on from it. And we're going to watch this video here real quick, guys. Get this up. All right. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
All right. I don't know if there's going to be an echo. You'll have to let me know, Shapu.
The internet trolls. Is it possible internet trolls are actually influenced?
Is there an echo?
Nope. Do you want it to be full screen, or you want?
Oh, yeah. Can you put it on full screen?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. Here we go, guys.
By evil spirits. An internet troll deliberately tries to offend, cause trouble, or directly attack people by posting derogatory comments on
Does that sound like anybody you know?
social media. The Oxford Dictionary describes trolling as making a deliberately offensive or provocative online posting with the aim of upsetting someone or eliciting an angry response from them. According to many psychological studies done on internet trolling, internet trolls are narcissists, psychopaths, and sadists.
Do you see that, guys? Does that sound like anybody you know? I'm just saying.
Trolls will lie, exaggerate, and offend to get a response. As I've stated, there's no real purpose behind their comments except to upset everyone else involved. According to a psychological study done on internet trolls, they have dark tetrad personality traits. They conducted 2 online studies with over 1,200 people, giving personality tests to each subject along with a survey about their internet commenting behavior. They were looking for evidence that linked trolling with the dark tetrad of personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and sadism. Now, familiar with these terms, I'll briefly explain to you what they all mean. Narcissism is an excessive interest in or admiration of oneself and one's physical appearance. Machiavellianism is characterized by manipulation and exploitation of others, an absence of morality, lack of emotion, and a higher level of self-interest. Psychopathy is a deficient emotional response, lack of empathy, and poor behavioral controls. And sadists are people who experience pleasure from others' physical or psychological pain as they go about their daily life. For example, they might enjoy seeing a fight or someone messing up an important presentation at work. But more than that, they also enjoy doing things to elicit suffering. According to the psychological study that they conducted, they found that the dark tetrad scores were highest among people who said trolling was their favorite internet activity. To get an idea of how much more prevalent these traits were among internet trolls, one can refer to tables from the paper showing low dark tetrad scores for everyone in the study, except the trolls. Their scores for all 4 traits soar on the chart. The relationship between trolling and the dark tetrad is so significant that the authors write in their paper. The association between sadism and the global assessment of internet trolling scores were so strong that it might be said that online trolls are prototypical everyday sadists. Both trolls and sadists feel sadistic glee at the distress of others. Sadists just want to have fun, and the internet is their playground. It's your suffering that brings them pleasure, so the best thing you can do is ignore them. It's no surprise that internet trolls exhibit these dark psychological traits. Internet trolls have even been known to drive people to take their own life. They have no moral compass, they feel no remorse or empathy, and even gain sick sadistic pleasure from people getting upset, even to the point of hurting themselves. Based on these reasons, I believe internet trolling is a symptom of demonic possession or integration. There's a certain vampirism and demonic intention that is behind trolling, especially trolling that targets vulnerable groups. So if you also feel that internet trolling is truly demonic and evil, trust your intuition because you might be absolutely right. It could also be why people say don't feed the trolls, because the best way to defeat demons is to not give them any energy at all. Demons and trolls are bottom feeders, and they'll take whatever energy they can get from you, so don't give it to them. It's also very interesting that the word troll comes from an Old Norse word, which means fiend, demon, werewolf. It was developed from the Proto-Germanic noun trollen. There's some disputes on the existence of 4 distinct classes of beings of unknown origins, while others believe that troll is a catch-all for mischievous creatures, which is what internet trolls are. I believe they are.
Look at that. That looks like somebody we know.
Influenced by demonic spirits. Psychopathy, sadism, Machiavellianism, and narcissism are all demonic personality traits. Internet trolls always try to derail meaningful conversations. Let's say you're in the comment section of a very interesting video, and you and strangers have an intellectual curiosity about the meaning of life. And so in the comment section, you're discussing this with each other, then out of nowhere comes along an internet troll. to call the both of you ignorant fools to elicit an angry reaction. As I've stated before, evil spirits are bottom feeders and they'll take whatever negative energy they can elicit out of you. Now, the easiest thing you can do to avoid these trolls is to not respond to them, block them, delete them, and prevent them from trying to derail meaningful conversations. Their aim is never to reason or to discuss anything, it's only to elicit negative emotional energy from you. Trying to have a legitimate conversation with an internet troll is like trying to reason with a gremlin. It makes no sense trying to reason or bargain with a mischievous creature. Internet trolls often use inflammatory messages to provoke emotional responses out of people, disrupting otherwise civil discussions. Trolling can occur anywhere that has an open area where people can freely post their thoughts and opinions. And unfortunately, being a troll is not limited to cyberspace. These mischievous spirits can influence the mind of your friends, family, and work colleagues. The attacks are often relentless. In psychology, this is known as the Agent Smith effect. In the movie The Matrix, Mr. Smith has the ability to enter any body at any time, and of course this often occurs when the Matrix is threatened by Neo. The scenario in The Matrix is a reflection of our real world. For example, you're down at the coffee shop having a conversation with a friend, and everything is fine. You have an intellectual curiosity about the true nature of reality on a specific topic. Now, this can include a variety of things such as history, what our world really looks like, what the nature of reality is. Now watch what happens. Up pops up Mr. Smith to replace the person you were just having a conversation with to attack you. Because your intellectual curiosity on these topics threatens their reality bubble. Our view of reality is programmed into our youth, and because of this, the Mr. Smith programming, people become guardians of their reality bubbles. They enforce the indoctrination which holds together our false concept of reality like superglue. And I'll give you guys a pretty good example. Let's say there's an atheist named Jim, and all of Jim's close friends are atheists also. But one day Jim decides to question his reality, and he starts to develop an intellectual curiosity about the possibility that God exists. And he tells his close friends about his intellectual curiosity concerning the true nature of reality and the possibility that God might be real. Then all of a sudden the dynamic between him and his friends start to change. Up pops up the Mr. Smith effect to replace the people you were just having a conversation with to attack you. And the attacks often come in forms of mocking, frustration, and anger, or all of the above. The Bible even says in Proverbs 29:9 that if a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. And again, this is just one example. I'm sure many of you watching this video have experienced the Agent Smith effect. You're having a conversation with your friends, family, or coworkers, and everything is okay and fine until you mention something that threatens their reality bubble. Then all of a sudden the dynamic changes, and now to them you are a foolish person. They will attack you with frustration, anger, and mockery, and often telling other people, look how foolish this person is. He's entertaining the idea that this might be possible. And the perfect verse to fit this topic is found in the book of Jubilees. Jubilees chapter 12 verse 20. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits, who have dominion over the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from you, my God, and establish me in my seed forever, that we go not astray from henceforth and forevermore. Alright guys, I hope you found this video very fruitful. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support this channel, I do have a page.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop this link in the chat. If you guys aren't subscribed to Alpha Talks, you should be. He's got good stuff over there on his channel. And he does talk about the millennial reign of Christ and melted buildings, of course. Let me come off this screen share. Okay. A couple of people left. They didn't like hearing about trolls. Maybe because you exhibit some of those traits. I don't know. I'm just saying. But we had some air to clear, and we cleared it. I think we did pretty well. And we can move on with our presentation.
Yes. You got like a change thing? You got a pre-roll?
Yeah.
Throw
Hold
something
on.
up.
I got this. What do I got?
I don't feel dirty.
That looks familiar.
Maybe trolls are just this.
Ballless, soulless, spiritless, corporate little bitches, suckers of Satan's cock, each and every one of them.
Okay, for my people that normally, this is Jen's channel, just so you all know.
Yeah, just saying.
Just saying.
We're a little raw over here.
If you see, what is that guy? What is this supposed to be his name? That's supposed
Bill
to be,
Hicks.
oh, shoot. What's that
Alex
comedian?
Jones.
Yeah, but he had a name before Alex Jones. That's
Bill
what he was.
Hicks.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, anyways, that's Bill Hicks, everyone.
That's Alex when he was still Bill.
Correct? Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yes. Yes, Algo says Jen rolls hard. She's a baller. Exactly.
You think this is a joke?
Oh, you're out of control with these now. It's fun to
know.
get a whole bunch of them, isn't it?
Look, if you keep messing with us,
Everybody's gonna get fucked up.
Dude, that's right.
well, now we have to do this now.
Boom, baby. Say it. Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
That's
I
my
gotta
mom
find
and
my
my
cowboy
sister
hat
with me
now.
there.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. So, where should we go from here? Shapu,
Yes.
you had posted a bunch of really cool pictures, old paintings and drawings recently of atmospheric things happening. What was it like in the painting? There looked like there was something going on with the sun, right? Like you were saying something about like, I don't know, but anyway, there's these old pictures. I think they're from the 1600s or something, 1500s.
Yeah, is it the one with the prophetic thing, or the just the paintings?
Yeah, I think it was the prophetic paintings and drawings. I thought we would maybe start off with that. I do have it up here in our messages. I just didn't pull it up yet, but I was thinking, oh, you know what? I do have something to show you guys real quick because we were talking about memes. I'll give you a minute to find those and get them ready. Let me present this real quick. I thought this was interesting. Maybe we can chat about this for a minute. Let's go over here and look at this. You see this, guys?
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I saw it.
I've seen that one. I like it.
Kids exploring ancient ruins, guys. Our generation's the last generation before the internet. Everybody after our generation has not known life without the internet and cell phones. And these kids today, you know, if it didn't have buttons, they really wouldn't even know how to operate this thing because there is a video called Generation Gap. I don't know if I would be able to find it on here or not. Let's see. Generation.
Plus, none of them would have a quarter because they wouldn't know that they needed that to use it.
I don't know if it's on here or not. Anyway, these kids try to use a rotary phone. Yeah, it's not up here anymore, I don't think. They try to use a rotary phone. Let me go back to this. And these kids have no clue what they're doing with this rotary phone. They don't know that they have to pick up the handle and then start to dial each number all the way around. It's like, you know, it took them like 20 minutes to try to make, you know, a phone call, and they still couldn't even achieve it. So it's really interesting to see where the world's headed, you know, with all this stuff.
Yeah. I remember seeing, I don't know if you remember seeing it a couple of years ago, a mother told their children to put, like, they showed him a Walkman, and do you remember that? And
I had one, yeah.
And she tried to tell them how to put the cassette in. They couldn't figure it out, you know. Just
that is too funny.
You know, and I saw a meme a long time ago that said, and it said you were holding a cassette in one hand and a pencil in the other, and said, if you had one, you know what this is for.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
They fit perfectly, those number twos, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
way
cool.
to rewind your tape.
Yeah, that's the only way. Put in a little sprocket and spin it
You
around.
gotta turn it, yeah.
And then if you played your tape too much in your car, because then it would stretch, and then you had to go and it became an editor. That's when I first started learning how to edit. I'd take my tape out, I'd lay it on a table, I'd cut it at an angle and take out the bad spot, and then use clear tape. And then you'd always hear that part in the song that, you know, would play, and all of a sudden it would like skip over like 4 words, right? And am I talking to myself?
We're out there, yeah.
I did that with the video cassettes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it get caught in the machine, and you got to pull it out, and it's all rippled, and I cut the piece and put it back together.
Right. Yeah, Annie, we're recording for the radio. They used to have out in California, it was KMET and KLOS. And KLOS would have the 7th day, and it was Sunday, and it would start at like, I think, I don't know, maybe like 6 o'clock. And they'd play like, I think it was like 3 albums or whatever, like all the way through with no commercials and no DJs. And that's when you get your cassette out and you just start taping them.
I had a portable 8-track player.
I had that. Those are
It was
miserable.
it was had a little handle here. It was kind of like rounded. It was red with a black handle. I was
Well,
like
yours was
about 8.
portable. I didn't have
Yeah,
that.
and you can stick the 8-track on the side of it. You popped it in, and it kind of stuck out a little on the
Yeah.
end, and you could play whatever you wanted. Yeah,
Our old stereo had that, but the 8-track. Let's say you wanted to hear song 5, you had to click over to track 2, and then
Right.
probably listen to song 4 first. 5. They couldn't get to the exact song. I still don't understand the mechanics on those.
And you know what was really cool back in the day was the album covers of like the 70s and the 60s. The album covers, my mom had all these old albums they were new albums when I was little because it was the 70s, but like some of the Led Zeppelin stuff and everything, there were so many telling things in those album covers back in the day that we just didn't have the eyes to see it back then. But like if you look up Led Zeppelin House of the Holy and look at that album cover and it opens up and everything, there's these little kids, little naked kids running around like the post reset kids that we were talking about, like the Cabbage Patch Kids and stuff. There's all these little kids running around climbing all over a melted building.
And have you looked at the cover of Abbey Road? You should look at that.
Okay.
If you have that, you probably can find it. That's pretty easy.
Abbey Road. Let me see.
Yeah, because someone just showed me something interesting. I mean, I'd seen it, but I never thought of it this way.
No, I don't remember it, but I had a collection of album covers on Facebook, and I had a couple more like a month ago, and Facebook just gave me a strike, and then gave me a lot more than afterwards. I don't know why.
What?
But it was for the album cover of a Rolling Stone one.
Okay, is this what we're looking at here?
So see, you see 4 Beatles there?
Yeah.
There's actually 5.
5. I like it.
But yeah, that's the one supposedly, if you go with the story, that's what Paul died in, and the license plate says 28 if, and there, let's see, he's the preacher, he's the pallbearer, he's the grave, let's see, he's the dead guy, Paul, and then the gravedigger is George. But, you know, they used to put all that stuff and all that mysticism and more magic for us.
Yes.
But yeah, that's funny. Somebody said, "Hey, I see 5 Beatles."
and I guess Paul being barefoot here is significant as well.
Yeah, he's the dead guy. He's the
Right.
dead guy, and the cigarette's another symbol and stuff. And yeah, they had this stuff all over the place.
Interesting. Let me see if I can find the House of the Holy album cover. Let's see. Oh shit! What did I do?
There you go.
She likes to type it all in.
All right. Look. What did I do?
Nothing. You did fine.
Look,
You did
look
great.
at these kids. Look at
They're on a
these
melted
kids.
building.
What is this? Let me get rid of that. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what
That's
site
funny.
I'm on.
I never saw it that way, Jen.
I didn't see it that way until recently. As a matter of fact, when we were starting to talk a lot about melted buildings and getting into all the symbolism and hidden stuff that's been in movies and all this time, I remembered this because we were talking about the Cabbage Patch Kids. And I always thought it was really weird that they have these little naked kids climbing all over everything. Like, and they're all blonde, you know, kind of like lending to that like master race kind of thing or something.
Yeah. Weird.
But yeah.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, let's just take that off of there. Sorry. CFM always.
But it's all programming. We know that now. The Beatles were one of my biggest handlers, but that's what they're there for, you know. So
We got 90 people here now.
hit that, smash that like button, everyone, please.
Yeah, guys, melt the like button. Let's check this out here. We had 65 thumbs up so far, according to my stuff.
Nice.
And, you know, I don't know if my mom's going to make the meetup. Really, it does not look like it. I don't think she's going to be out of the hospital and ready to go in 8 days. So I will be up there.
No, Finn's here. Writes Crispy. It's not nothing wrong with Led Zeppelin other than their, you know, mind control music is that building. If you look at that cover, they're on rocks of buildings.
Yeah, it looks like there are the girls or the kids, like the Cabbage Patch Kids, these kids that seem to have, you know, no parents around or nothing. They're just kind of wandering around, climbing over this melted stuff. there's just a lot of tells in a lot of movies, especially if you watch the taking care of business video that I had up on the intro here. You could see the clip that I took of the Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man, or it could be the Doctor Strange movie. I don't know. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man are fighting each other, and somehow everything's turning to rock. And you see all the buildings with rock coming up them, right? Like it's turning into rock. And basically it looks like the Grand Canyon. So they're telling you right there that these are buildings. If you have the eyes to see it and you understand what you're looking at. If you don't, you'll just think it's some cool part of the movie and whatever, move on with your life. Isn't that the Giant's Causeway? It could be Giant's Causeway, but what is Giant's Causeway exactly? Is it part of a melted building? I don't think it's due to volcanism. I think that these things are not randomly through nature structured exactly like that. I think this was definitely part of some kind of larger superstructure of some sort. Could it be some kind of innards of some gigantic plant and we're seeing it broke off at some point? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's definitely not how they're portraying it in geology as far as I'm concerned. Giant's Causeway has a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, I've seen
I have something that kind of connects to this, if you want.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Chappelle. What were you going to say?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I've seen like etchings that people were pouring out things, and it looks exactly like these basalt columns.
Oh, interesting.
You can see them pouring and making them, but who can you trust? We don't know.
Jen, you are so right. I see so much when thank you. Hey, Faye. Welcome. We all have to watch each other's backs and we have to stay vigilant. I know a lot of people like to give people second chances and all that stuff. You do what you got to do. But eventually you will see their fruits. And when that day happens, you will never turn back. And, that's where we're at. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Tommy Paint, what's up? Glad you're here, buddy.
So, Jen, I had something if you have a quick...
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, let's see. Present. Let's see.
Big butt bear. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look it up. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Wadi Rum Desert.
Where is it? I think it's... No,
who knows? He always knows. Probably got a whole folder on it.
Yeah, this one. Oh, first off, I had to do this. There's a bunch of Australians that are now watching me, apparently, or following me. And so this video showed up. I didn't look for it. It came. Check this out.
So you can all hear the terrible sound you never want to hear when working on turbine engines.
Come on.
Love it.
Funny, right?
Yeah.
It's 9 seconds. Look, 9 seconds of your life again.
So you can all hear the terrible sound you never want to hear when working on turbine engines.
I love it. Who's that?
Do you remember a video of that guy that got sucked through a turbo of the jet engine?
I remember it in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, no, but this guy, like, it was a video of him. He was standing near the engine and got sucked in, came out the other side.
I'm glad to never have seen that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think he was muffed up, but not like chopped up or nothing.
Oh, really? Well, that's bizarre. Well, so this thing came across my desk or whatever. Founded Earth Brothers. I actually dig what this guy says on his thing. Now, I'm not promoting any other channels anymore. Obviously, that gets me in trouble. But I like what he said here. It says, if they believe in biblical Earth, it sounds like. I think. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. And so that's kind of nice. It's not an app. It's just biblical Earth. And so this video kind of blew me away because he talks about it. When did this come out? I don't even know if it says on here. 3 days ago. Okay. And he talks about this scientist that got fired. And he's got some cool visuals too about how we're connected. I mean, I really am enjoying so far what I've seen, the content. But this particular thing, he talks about this scientist and he got fired. And he got fired because he was doing what scientists do. He was taking bones and bones that were donated to him that were dinosaur bones. And then he was doing the thing they do where they melt them with acids or whatever, and they liquefy them or whatever. And he was finding soft tissue. And he did his paper on it. He's got a he's a peer reviewed guy. It's a really good video to watch. But he got fired for this because he was finding soft tissue in fossils, dinosaur fossils, which can't be. And every continent had soft tissue. I mean, you could, if you want, I could play a minute or so if you want to hear them.
Yeah.
3 things I want you to know about dinosaur bones. We can dissolve these bones just like they're a regular bone from any animal that's dissolved in a regular laboratory today. In fact, hospitals do this kind of work routinely on human bone specimens that are collected by the doctors. And so we can dissolve these bones. These have not turned into rock. These are still bone. That's number one. Number two, the fact that they're full of soft tissues means that they can't be old. We're told these are 68 million years old and older. And how can that be if they're full of soft tissue? We know the soft tissue doesn't last for a long time. And so these things cannot be as old as we're being told because they are full of soft tissues. Another thing that's very important to understand about these bones is that they're being found all over the world. Every single continent so far has yielded soft bone that can be dissolved with soft tissue in it from dinosaurs. So those are some very important facts that you need to realize. But here's the shocking thing. We've thin sectioned these bones. Here's an example of a vertebra from a triceratops that we.
So then what he does is, and this is the part that blew me away. You ready for this? So they take and they do the cuttings of the bone. And what he finds is these are blood clots within the bone. And then he even uses, he does the Mr. MBBB thing and he puts into blue filter into this filter. But he proves his point that these are blood clots within the bone tissue. Okay? And then he explains why that's so important, because then you go, so why is that important? I literally said that out loud, and then he tells you.
Why is that important?
See?
What does it mean? Well, when a vertebrate organism dies in water as a result of drowning, their blood clots inside their bones. It also clots in the rest of their body, but the rest of their body rots away, right? But the bones remain. And so we found clots inside of every one of these bones. What does that mean? All the dinosaurs drowned.
Boom,
all the dinosaurs around the whole earth drowned because they all have clots in them. So this is significant. This means that they can't be millions of years old. And it also talks about a judgment. It reminds us of the flood of Noah's day. If these bones are full of blood clots, and all the dinosaurs have them, then all the dinosaurs died by asphyxiation in the flood. That means this world was judged, and there's going to be another judgment.
So there. What do you think of that?
I think that's very, very interesting. I also think that they should test the blood and the bones to figure out what exact animal these come from, because clearly they could not be dinosaurs in the sense that they are trying to portray them as to us. They may have been some kind of manipulated creatures that were, when they said before the flood there was no pure DNA. They were mixing a lot of stuff, chimeras and stuff like that, creating abominations, taking what God has already created and trying to blend them. They're doing that now today. So I think definitely that it's true that it's probably from the flood itself, and they're
I thought that was fascinating, because that would say that all those fossils that they're showing us died in a flood.
Yep,
which
absolutely
connects to what we talk about. It's pretty fascinating. Go ahead, Chapo.
Yeah, I was talking they compared with which bones to know that they were dinosaurs. You cannot know that they were dinosaur bones. You have nothing to compare with it, so you have to make the story. I just it's bones. Okay, I would say it's bones, but
right. Well, what I'm saying is this: if we know they're not dinosaurs as they tell us, but these are the bones that they're using for their fake story that look really old, and now this guy's proving A, they're not as old as you're saying, and B, you're lying how they died. It wasn't no meteor; it was a flood. It could line up to, like Jen said, whatever Chimera, whatever was living in the days of Noah. It makes sense.
Oh, yes,
So,
exactly.
and I'll put the link to that video in the chat, because someone was asking.
Thing people would just get on with the dinosaur. All the rest that is, it's dinosaur. Forget about the dinosaur. Listen to all the rest of the story.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I know people would get lost in the whole dinosaur thing. Well,
And
he's
I
still
just put
saying
it
they're
in the chat.
dinosaurs. I have to clarify that. He may not understand fully the
Right.
concept that we're coming from, that dinosaurs don't exist at all. He's coming from the
No.
concept of, well, dinosaurs probably existed, but not as long ago as they're saying.
Yeah, but how can you know? Because you have nothing
Exactly.
to compare with. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The first
Right,
bone
but all he was, that gentleman, the scientist, he's the guy that got fired. He was just proving that they've been lying to us about
yes,
what these were. Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
we're saying.
And who
all
did he
the-
fire, or did he say some people should be fired? Right? In the
No,
beginning?
that scientist got fired because he did a paper saying you guys are liars. These aren't 40 billion years old, and they
Right.
canned him. They silenced him.
We
And
so
I
who did
watched
they
the whole
do?
thing on giants, and you know how they're hiding all the giant bones and stuff. And when you
Yeah.
read the biblical scriptures and the other ones, the like Enoch and Adam and Eve and all those, it talks about when the angels came down and they had relations with women, that they bore giants and they died because they couldn't birth a freaking monster giant child. Some of them died within the womb and they became demons because they have nowhere to go. And the women's, the rest of them, if they were able to survive, they got changed bodies and turned into sirens, according to scriptures.
So didn't they also not just take wives of what they chose, but they had also had sex with animals?
Yeah, they raped women
So-
too, if that's what you mean.
So if the angels can have sex with humans and create that kind of abomination, what kind of abomination could happen if an angel had sex with a hippo? You know what I mean? Are we looking at some kind of dinosauric type of creature that would be birthed from that?
Well,
I don't know.
here's another interesting thing, Jen. When I started reading the Bible, it was really bothering me. There's this one thing people always say, God's this crazy, mad, vengeful God or whatever. And I can see why they feel that if they haven't read it all the way and they hear the stories. Because God would say when they would just take over a city, they had to kill every living thing in it, including the animals. And I always thought, wow, that's pretty nasty. You don't have to go that far, do you? But if everything was corrupt and they were all, like you said, everyone was having relations with everything, animals, people, angels, none of it was God's creation anymore. They were all corrupted. And so it was more of a cleansing thing to keep it from going on anywhere else, is the way I see it now.
I agree.
Put the short happy clip on. I don't know what that one is.
Well, I just think that zoologists, volcanologists, geologists, historians, all the archaeologists out there.
You're fired.
Another one of my favorite handlers, that dude. He can't even speak English. It's amazing.
That's all thanks to Shapu.
What?
All credit goes to Shapu on that one.
Oh, yeah, the clip. Yeah.
The fired one? Yeah, I like it. You're fired.
I like this one too.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I like that one. It's pretty sad that the dark guy is talking about faith, but he understands.
Yeah, but who is the bad guy in this movie?
Yeah, right?
He's trying to...
Tell me. Let me hear it. Because I've heard the same thing on the Batman Dark Knight, and they changed my mind on that one.
Yeah, because the rebels are for the government, and the bad guy, the guy who, what's it called again? The Darth Vader gang. It's not the Rebel Alliance, but the Empire.
The Empire.
But the Empire wants to be alone, and the other one just works for the government. It's just, I don't know.
But if there's breakdowns on YouTube about how Joker in the Dark Knight was actually the saner person than Batman. I don't know.
Yeah. I like the Joker. He's
Okay. Well, they got mad. We weren't talking about melted buildings. Now we're talking about Batman and whatever. So now what?
You know what I have to say to that?
Maybe we should chug on over to Mamby-Pamby land, where maybe we can find some self-confidence for you, you jackwagon.
That's probably my new favorite. I think that's my new favorite.
Again, thank you, Shapu.
Yeah,
Algo, I don't know if he's a bad guy, but I'll find it. I'll try to send it to you. There's some breakdown that it flips the script on that movie, The Dark Knight. Anyways.
Yeah. No.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Not everybody knows that, Jen, apparently. Not everybody.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chapu. I'm sorry, I cut you off again.
I don't remember what. Maybe something about the Batman.
I do it every time. I'm so
The
sorry.
Joker. Yeah.
All right, Chapu. Well, you're next up on the screen share.
All right.
Get some cool painting pictures to look at. We got 101 people here. Look, guys. Meltology 101, baby. Boom.
That's right.
All right. So this is.
Wow, look at this stuff.
I found this last week. It's a series of drawings from the 1800s called prophetic apocalypse scenes from, what is it called again? Almanac from 1832. And it depicts what they wanted to do with the next society. Destroy the old one and make the new one.
I missed what you said there. This is from an almanac.
Yes, that's what they called it. So they had to record what they were doing,
Look
just
at this.
to tell the people. But if you know astrology and everything that they use, you will understand everything. But I don't know everything, so I cannot decipher everything that is in these pictures. There's so much.
It's so interesting. Is that a crescent moon right there in the clouds?
Oh, there, yes. You look.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
And I got to say something. Every single depiction I've ever seen in Bibles or anywhere else, paintings of judgment, it's always a crescent moon.
Yeah.
There's never anything else.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very telling.
Yeah, you can see here there's all these countries: Greece, Turkey, Russia. This one, I don't know what it is.
So does it say what this is, Chapu? Is there
No, there's no description.
Okay, because I have a question. If you go up to it, if let's say that, I don't know what the things represent, but if those are different countries and it's set in that same star.
Yeah.
If that, maybe that, because in the end days, the Gog Magog, the saints and Jesus are surrounded. I don't know if that's a depiction, but someone's on a horse flying with a sword, and there's definitely something going judgment-y with
I wanted
lightning.
to say, Patty's a little tardy.
Patty.
Yeah. And they
Wait,
do.
let me make this big again here. Okay, so we got some ships up here, a crown.
Crown and
we got the
a
Pope
maple
hat
hat.
there, the mitre.
Yeah, mitre. And you got Hermes.
Or Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the same.
And that is not the healing
Caduceus?
one. That's the caduceus, which is for to money. But people think it's the healing one, but it was only a single snake. So
there's a couple of
yeah, and that's actually used in the what you call it as Baphomet's
Baphomet, yes,
junk.
because
He used that.
Yeah, he's always put it on his gut because your health is on your gut. Starts with your gut, and that's where they get you from. In our society now,
Gotta trust your gut.
This
looks like a melted building on the left-hand side there. Just interesting that they got this big globule of rock right there. It's clearly a melted building.
Yeah. And against scholar, there's Raphael, if you know. And there's a lot of thing here that only the people that did it would understand everything. There's a ship sinking, and there's so many, but there's 45 pictures in this series.
Nice. I love this stuff.
Right?
And
so much going on.
Like that the angel just holding this: the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great of notable day of the Lord come.
See?
Motherfucker.
I better be ready.
Yeah.
The great and terrible day of the coming of the Lord.
Yeah, but we don't know anything. Just everyone throughout history talks about it, but we're crazy. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know,
And
about them, they're going to get caught off guard, and some of them will die of fright.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that one guy down there between the blue and the red guy is covering his eyes right there. Yes.
Yeah,
He's
they're
covering,
all
like,
Yeah.
no, shit,
they're all
shit's about to
covering
go
their
down.
eyes. Yes.
And they're standing on a bull. That's kind of
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah, and the dead bull.
Oh, he
Yeah.
is. Look
Yes.
at that. Thou shalt no longer rule, it says.
No, yes.
And it's death. He's holding the sickle. Somebody.
Yeah, look, the crown is going down, but which crown is it? Because they are putting this one now. This is represent the lion is in the England, the England Empire.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know.
Yep,
It just could be like pre-reset, post-reset kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. That's after the reset, I guess. The new society that they put up, because this is the old world, you see.
Yeah,
Like
maybe that's the end of the millennial
Thracian
reign.
Romans, but this is the new world that's coming.
Yeah.
They're just saying that they're gonna destroy the old world and put their own.
And you
new-
know, we're still playing that red blue team today, aren't we?
Yes.
Exactly.
It's never changed.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's
Ooh, that
so
bull's
much-
got
Look
a
at
whirl
this.
with it. What is
This
that?
bull is sitting on a collapsed, melted city right here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes, this
Wow.
one is interesting because you have the new.
Oh.
What?
This flag here in the upper left-hand corner, it's supposed to be the Union
one?
Jack, but the
Yeah.
colors are wrong. But the flag is correct in the fact that it's Mandela affected now, and all the side, the parallel side ones are like canted, or they're like not straight like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's no longer even. Now that
Yeah.
one still looks even, even though it's, you know, drawn crudely.
Right, and it's
still
the wrong
even.
colors, but still, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's on purpose because look, there's red here. You know, they can do the red.
All right, so now the ram is stepping on liberty and justice and holding up war.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
And look,
Oh,
justice drops her scales, so there's
yeah.
no more justice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like the world we're in now.
right.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
going on down there? Partying like in 1999.
Yeah, look, the
These
royals are like,
devils, see the devils controlling the people on either side?
yes.
They're
Fighting each
dancing
other.
around. They're doing a dance. And this is what I'm talking about, the spell casting codes of choreography and stuff. They do sigil dances and they get people to do all this stuff, like fighting with each other or dancing. You know, you see all this, you know, people kind of do a lot of drugs and go to raves and dance like crazy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow, way to tie it back into the beginning of the show with this photo, Shampoo.
Because this I believe this is the fall of the old Tartarian Empire.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
it-
if you look
the-
at, like Jen says, the devils they can't see, so they're just fighting each other because they're being puppeted.
Yeah, see, the devils are having a good time. They're dancing around, ha ha ha, while we're all fighting because that's what they want from us. That's what they want us to do.
Yeah. This is like a French Napoleon. This is like an Ottoman Turk. And this
And
is
there's
like
a huge
German.
DJ column in the back there, Chapu.
Yes, right there.
Yeah, look at that big tower. That's a DJ column right there.
Yep.
A Tesla tower, if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Can you go back to the bull? Someone said there's a crescent moon on it.
Yeah, look right in the middle.
Right there.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
that.
Good eye, good eye. Whoever
Shoot,
spotted
yeah.
that.
Let me see who I forget who gets credit on that.
Because it's
Joy
a crescent moon that
4118.
glows.
Your prize
Oh,
is coming.
baby.
Or maybe
Looks
it's
like Dog Man.
an eclipse or something.
Yeah, but just the fact that it's still represented. Like I said, every judgment picture, it always look in the lightning above it. You
Yeah,
see
it's
the
always
lightning and the crescent, every picture.
And the city's destroyed, you know.
That too.
But yeah,
some
there's
good stuff right there.
You know,
See,
the-
that's the lie of the old world. The old world was that. They weren't mud huts and
And
stuff
see-
like cavemen.
Look, that's the cornucopia for the Fruit of the Loom underwear. There it is, right there.
Oh yeah.
That's it. I recognize it. Now, slide over to the other picture off to the right here.
Yeah, let's look.
This right here is the water symbol for Aquarius. This is a water symbol, even in Egyptian hieroglyphs. So that's interesting because, you know, well, water, maybe they're showing that it came from above here since it's at the top, like where the dome would be. That's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, or just
like
the time in the or under a constellation that passes, you know, how they use astrology
Yeah, that
a
would
lot.
be Aquarius. Yeah,
So
that could
And-
be.
Algo wants a link to this particular picture, but he's got like 1,000. I don't know if he can do that. So.
Yeah, it's on Facebook, Algo. We got it.
Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive, just like God says.
It's the link is in the chat.
Nice.
And if you go to the comments on this, you will see the site that they come from. So,
and I'll grab it from there and throw it in the Rockfin one because there's a few people working over there and they might want it. Hi, Nuba. Much love.
If you can, yes.
I think I did. I think that worked.
Good.
Yeah, it did.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, what are we looking at here? I'm sorry, I had to step away for just a second. Look at
There's
this.
a snake in the grass.
A lot of those around.
Yeah, right? So this building's on fire and everybody's fighting.
Yeah.
Okay. And look at this lady with her boobs sticking out. Is this Jack?
Yeah, I noticed that right away. I have to admit. That's where I focused.
I mean, this is a wardrobe malfunction here. What's happening? She's wearing blue and red, just like the lady with all the kids crawling all over the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah.
It took me this long to actually see she has scales in her hand. Sorry, I didn't get that far.
Yeah. And again, this is like the new ruling. I think. Look,
and the old armies, everything about bulls. See, he's got it on his shield.
Yeah, this is the old world that's getting done because this is the new ruling, like the French, I always forget the
griffin,
the British Empire. Yeah, the lion. The lion.
Oh, and there's our crescent moon again.
Yeah.
Oh, and Aaron James studied this in college, I guess. If you scroll up, the woman with the scales is Janet Jackson.
Exactly.
Sorry, I had to go there. That was her joke, actually. I just modified it.
So there's so many things that we can talk about.
Who are these guys? The Romanovs?
Yeah.
Vlad
the Impaler's in there somewhere, and Prince Charles and a bunch of them, right?
I think this is
it looks like Van Helsing's in the back there.
Yeah, there he is.
Go ahead. Exactly.
That was a good movie too.
Look at these ships with no sails. Where's their sails at?
No, there's
that tech up there.
That's totally tech.
But look, there's a steam. So there's.
Okay. They put in the steam.
Wow.
But yeah, they could have just added.
Look at the lightning hitting that stuff in the background.
Every time. Judgment comes with lightning and crescent moons.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your Union Jack again. Boy, they really messed up their Union Jacks on this. There's one on below too that's messed up. I mean, the right way, that we remember it, not the new way.
Oh, the shield, yeah.
Yeah, the shield. Yep. Good eye on that one.
Yeah, because this is actually this is an American goddess. What is it called again? They got the painting of her in the how's it called, the government building in Washington, the Capitol. In the Capitol, they have a painting of her, and she's like the goddess of America.
That's really like Owen Wilson. Statue of Liberty looks just like Owen Wilson now.
Yeah.
So weird.
But this is supposed to be Napoleon III. That's what they say.
Really?
Yes.
And look they have iron crosses on all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, except who's the guy? Who's the scribe on the far left? He's got that other star, the Vlad the Impaler kind of thing. Yeah.
He's got Polaris on.
Yeah, this is probably is the one that discovered America.
And then you got the globe behind him, of course. Got to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Got to get your globe.
And
look at the casket.
Two crowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It means something, that's sure, but I don't know.
And it's a handle, but it sure is another crescent moon also.
Yeah.
Just saying. Very similar.
So they got all their war drums and their weapons here and stuff, and they're carving up Europe here, and they're trying to make a treaty or something. What's going on?
I don't know, but he's pointing towards I don't know, this is the Black Sea, might be close to Turkey or Constantinople.
Constantinople.
Yes, exactly.
I have trouble saying it too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think it's the same. This is the region of it. It's. Don't know why he's pointing there, but there was a war right at that time over there, so it's a possibility. And look, you can see here reform in America. Because I told you that this is not the British, but it is the British, but it's a Union Jack before it became the British symbol. But yes, there's so much. There's so much stuff. Cities burning, and we see all the cities were burning at that time also. 1800s. And here, look, there's a date again on this solar eclipse, the 18th of July. They even because this is
time.
These are astrological charts. So they go with the stars.
Oh, do they have yeah, is that Capricorn? See, that was a weird one. Capricorn's changed now. It's been Mandela effect. It's a half fish creature.
Yes.
It became a chimera.
Yeah.
And that one's got it the old way.
Yes,
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
Man, we got a lot of cool Mandela things on this stream. We didn't even try. That's how many
And
there
look,
are.
Jen. Look, Jen, what is this?
The black hole sun.
Yeah.
Won't you come wash away the rain?
Why is there a beam of light coming off of this 4 here?
Yeah.
The 4, it represents what's that astrological sign again? It's a planet. It's Saturn. Is what could be Saturn because
the false light. That's what it is. Saturn, Satan, the false light.
There you go.
But I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'm just
too late.
Saturn, but I'm not
We're
sure.
gonna make a whole show on it now, Chappelle.
That's right. Yeah, the next 10-hour stream is going to be how stupid you are because you said that wrong.
Which planet is this? If anybody knows, it's been a long time.
Someone's saying Leo. That's a symbol for Leo.
But no, that's Leo.
But I think that's the other one, right? But the lightning's coming out of the H, so that's interesting too.
Yeah. And the H has changed. It's not that sign anymore. It's
and Steph Davis. It's now a goatfish. It's freaking weird.
The Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yeah, but a lot of that changed because this this is Cancer.
Yeah.
But Scorpio was an eagle before, before they changed it to Scorpio. And
that one I've always known as a scorpion. You say it was an eagle?
Yeah, before there was an eagle at one point.
Well, that was a change maybe, but this goat thing is just weird. It's never been the goat like it's shown here.
Yeah, it has a fish tail. Yeah. I hear an echo.
I'm right here. I'm sorry if I hit a button.
Oh, okay.
She's always pushing buttons. I've heard that about you.
Yeah, right?
All right, so let's watch the
Melanie
next
says,
one.
Shapu, you're next.
Wow, look at this picture.
Wow, what's going on there? What's with all the little what do you call it? What are those angels called?
Cherubims?
Yeah, like cherubs, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that 6 and 9 is the Gemini symbol.
This
one of those is the water one, I think.
Yeah,
The
this
line
is
in there.
This is Virgo. The M is Virgo, I think.
Cancer.
That one's Sag, I think, right?
Sagittarius.
Yeah, and isn't that the water? Maybe
This one.
that one. Yeah, I think. I don't remember.
I don't think that
This
one's
is
It's a
Scorpio.
bunch of people that are Christians trying to figure out astrology. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm sure that might.
Did a long time ago. Yeah.
Look at that. What's sad about? There's a woman
What?
there praying over those
Chinese.
kids.
Yeah, why are these 3 people laying in bed looking like they're all muffled
And
up?
it's always with the Union Jack everywhere. Look at that.
Yeah. No, because they were the new empire.
Yeah.
That they put up.
And we got pyramids.
Because-
cannibals.
Because of the British Empire never conquered anything. They just got into power some way, a small island, just like the story of the Romans that start from one place in it's
Spread
anyway.
out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not,
It's always the red, white, and blue and all this stuff too. It's very
Yep.
interesting to see a lot of red, white, and blue.
people crying, French.
So what's with these three people laying in bed here? I'm trying to figure this part out.
I think they're sick or something.
Yeah,
They
they
look
look like
a little
they're dying
sick.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve would
and
say no bueno.
18. Look, there's a date here, 20th of March, 1871. Maybe they were a sickness at that
March
time. Maybe the
20th,
Black
18th.
Plague or.
Let's see.
Yeah. See, these guys here sitting at the table, they're hatching it all out, the plan.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, we got this shit.
3 nations.
That's probably the Romanovs right there.
It could be, Jen. Could be.
We'll have to cover that again, Chapu. A lot of people have not seen that.
No, because the show has been pulled off YouTube this when we covered the Romanovs.
We covered the Romanovs when we did the Royal Crown of Russia. Did we do it at the same time as that?
Yes.
They didn't like us covering the Royal Crown of Russia.
No,
The
because we
Imperial
talked. Yeah, we talked about that, and the next week after the movie came out, you remember the movie?
Yeah, what was
about
that movie called?
The Kingsman, the last
Yes.
one, and it was all about the Romanovs and
The whole beginning of that movie, guys, we had already covered it on my stream. How these
Yeah.
people came out after the reset, they piggybacked it, they divided up Europe, they became the ruling families, the right to rule over us, and started the whole historical narrative and bloodline narrative.
Yes, because that's nobody appointed these rulers. They were appointed at one point after the reset by something else, and they lost their way at some point. That is what I believe after the reset.
I just scroll through the chat. Ironically, apparently, I didn't know I was saying chimera wrong, so I'll do better.
How dare you say something wrong?
Well, no, I didn't. I'll try to correct it if I am saying it wrong. I have trouble with some of these.
Thank you for the correction.
These are so many new words to us,
Look, CFM. These are all astrological signs, like the ram, lion, the bull,
yeah.
and you got the eagle. You don't have the scorpion here. It's the eagle.
You're right. Of course you are. I never knew that. See, I'm learning again.
And they have a comment up there. I think this comet that they always show is Halley's comet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Look at the hand coming out of the dust or whatever. That's weird over on the.
Yeah, that is weird.
Well, I didn't see those over there. I was looking at the one on the left by the eagle. They're all over. There's 3 of them.
But look, this is the sun in Aries.
Aries, yes.
So look, it's some people can read everything that is here, but I'm not astrological.
We present the information and people can go further deeper if they want.
Yeah, that's why I do it, because we like you said, we don't know anything. It's just.
What is that in the background by the American flag over there? In the sky. It looks like there's over to the left. Yeah, what's that thing in the sky there? That long wooden looking thing.
Oh yeah, what is that?
That is
model.
That's weird.
Yeah. I have no idea
what that is.
And see, there's another hand coming out of the nothingness.
Yeah, and then there's like Mary or something.
Yeah. Wow. You look up in the sky and you see this going on. You just close the door and go back inside. Nope. Let's see how tomorrow is.
Look, this one. This lightning is just striking the
king.
Papal.
The Pope guy. Yeah.
Getting a heart attack or something.
Exactly. He's having a heart attack.
Nice. Directed energy weapon there.
Yeah.
Don't stand there gawking like you've never seen the hand of God before. The flat plane organ.
There's the people sick in bed again. Yeah. And then this guy's draping a coffin over here.
He's crying too. It
It
looks like
just
it hurts
reminds
him.
me of the last reset. We have the whole CV thing going on the last couple of years, people sick and dying. It's like, I feel like we're headed towards another one,
Yes.
as in the days of Noah kind of thing.
Yes.
We're
There's
steamrolling
always-
right towards another.
We've never been more of an ungodless society. I mean, it's so in our face at this point. Even if you don't believe in the stuff we talk about, you cannot not see it.
See, this guy here holding the globe with his hand up in the air here with the red outfit on and all these books on the ground below him.
Yeah.
It's like they're throwing away the old books and saying, look, here, this is what we're saying now. It's a globe.
And he's holding the new doctrine in his hand. This is what you're going to read.
Yes.
And this is like ordained by God, what we say here. You know what I mean?
And don't forget, it is an as above, so below positioning too with his hand.
That's true.
I think this
Very
one
true.
he's the guy that all our maps are based on, Mercator.
Oh, I
This
bet
could
you're
be-
right.
Yeah, this could be him. This is the new world, I guess.
New world.
Motherfucker.
You're going to make me watch Westworld again. Isn't that what that was from? Yeah.
Yes, if anybody wonders where that clip is from, it's from the first season of Westworld. It's the best season as far as I'm concerned. A lot of tells in that thing.
Yeah,
Again,
all of them.
Yeah, the crescent moon up there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, in the sun. So it could be some kind of
Like an eclipse, right?
Yeah.
mhm.
But that makes a crescent also. So
Correct. So it might not start out that way. You're right. It could be deceiving.
yes. And again, the sun in Aries,
So when
20th
it's
of
in
March,
Aries.
1868.
March.
And there's
It's
a date.
March. See, all this crazy shit is happening in March.
We
March.
say it, Jen, every year, March Madness.
I'm
And the
telling you
demons
guys,
are dancing all through March.
all through March.
Hey, so this picture changes my thought process. It's not a crescent moon, it's an eclipsed sun, I guess, that we're looking at. So all those paintings, maybe they're showing you an eclipsed sun rather than a crescent moon, right?
It could be. It
Could
could
be.
be. And
Because
that could
until I'd seen this one, I see crescent moon, but now I see eclipsed sun with the lights around it.
And a black sun is an eclipsed sun. So
Yeah.
So-
All right. So I take everything back, edit that out, I guess. It's not a crescent moon. It's an eclipse
Yeah,
of
but
the
this
sun.
eclipse could last. Yeah, it could make it look like it's nighttime, and we think we're looking at nighttime things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I never saw it that way until just now, so that's cool.
And we're open-minded like that. We can revise our theories here. We're trying to decode all this stuff. Your mind is like a parachute. They both work better when they're open. Just
Yes.
saying. And the flag, look, the Union Jack, that's not Mandela affected right there.
That one's getting a little closer, a little bit, but it's still drawn, so it's hard to get exact.
No, Jen, I think you will remember. What is this sign? The black and the cross. No.
I don't know. Tell me.
The Knights Hospitaliers.
Oh, the Knights Hospitaller. Yes. So if you want to know where hospitals come from, they come from an order of like the Knights Templar. They're called the Knights Hospitallers. And this was their it was a white cross with black.
Yeah. And then
very
it's a part of the Templar and what you call now the Masons and stuff.
And that's
There's
where
a
we
lot
get
of
our
things you can look at. Like they gathered the wheat there. Is that a wheat and tares reference? The fruit and the food is like all over the ground. So is the harvest ending or is it, it's like it's so much going on here.
Yeah.
There's a bag of money or what is that? A gourd
It's a
maybe.
bag of money. Yes. Do they now make people pay for their food? Before nobody paid, it was all free because that's what everybody needs. Why
I
would
imagine
people need
for
to
the
pay
millennial
for food?
reign, everything was free too.
Exactly. I never got that even as a child. Why do we need to pay for food? Everybody needs food. It should be anyway. It's I don't get this world. We need to pay for everything.
Yeah.
But maybe this is only from then on, not before everything was free, like energy and electricity and everything. But look here, this is the Scorpion now. But
It's switched now, huh?
but it's maybe another year. I don't have the year.
And now look at his shields. He's standing on the same. You got the Union Jack, but you got an eagle, and then now you've got whatever, a moon or eclipse now.
Yeah, this is like but this may be a crescent moon. There's no shine around it, so could be. But this is again death.
Is that a star fort in the back there?
Time, yes, a burning star
Oh
fort.
yeah.
Yes.
And there's your cornucopia again.
Yep.
It's everywhere but your underwear now.
That's right. I find it extremely interesting that every time we see ships in a lot of these, they don't have sails up. They
And
just have the masts.
let's go behind the cornucopia and you see the building that's actually a mountain. You like that?
Yes.
Oh, I
Like that
it. I
action
like
back
it.
there?
It's an
Yeah.
aqueduct. Yeah, something's back there. That's
Yeah.
interesting. It's a train. Is it a train on there? Looks
Oh
like a coming out of
my,
it.
you got good eye, Jen. Yes, it's a train.
How did you see that? Look at that.
Got the eagle eye, baby.
Right, so instead that's what, a train trellis, I guess. It's not a building because it's a train on it.
Yeah.
Very interesting now.
Back, yeah.
But the ships have no sails. That's cool. But maybe they were, what was it? Steam powered too.
Yeah, could have been. But this star is
That's Polaris.
Yeah.
that's probably Polaris. And look, another star fort city.
Oh, that's
burning.
back there. Look at that. And it's part of the, it looks like it's part of the landscape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
How it's
And,
in there like that.
Ironclad.
Yeah, kind of
around.
continues.
Oh, there's three ironclads.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. That's interesting.
Wow, what year is this? And I'd like to know what sigil he's got because it looks like it's wielding some kind of power.
Yeah. Look, the crab, the cancer is holding it. And he's holding it and pointing at somewhere. And is it Jesus? It looks like Jesus.
He comes out of a cloud, so he could be a representation.
Yeah. But why does he
He's
have
kind of pointing to the star fort. Maybe he.
Oh,
caused-
like with fire, maybe he burned that thing down. It's Revelation. That could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
burning down.
None of
hell.
these things come with like instruction manuals. That's the thing.
No, on the site there's nothing. There's only a description of this thing it's all the same on each pictures.
Joe was saying it could be the key to heaven. I don't know. Maybe he is given the key to everything, to do everything. So could be.
This is very true.
Yeah, where's that guy? That's very true.
I love that. I got to get me some Mike Brady.
Okay.
And what's with the one?
Motherfucking titty sucking two ball fish.
Yeah. And we know the code. This is the code in the police. You know what it means? The
187 on the motherfucking block. That means murder.
Yeah.
Oh, it
exactly.
does?
Yes. Yes.
Yikes.
Interesting. Got the
Yep.
skull right there with the crown all topsied over.
Yep.
He's standing on all this stuff. Interesting. He's pointing over there like y'all murdered these people. Yeah, that's right. Oh, your fault.
Yeah.
No, he's going, you're next. That's what he's saying.
That guy's got his arms crossed like, yeah, uh-huh.
You're next.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
It's going to happen to you. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes.
So much.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah, I don't think this was just overactive imagination here, guys. I think that these people were really depicting just like the Montebano map behind me. I think that they were depicting what was really happening at that time. Look at that, Chapu. That's all building right there. Do you see that? What he's circling, guys, in this crevice of water right here. The walls of this landscape is building.
Yeah.
Love it.
And look, dispatch protocol. What's what did they mean with that?
Dispatching their people. across the plane,
But
fulfill their protocols. You got the double-headed eagle over here, two-faced.
Yeah. Look all these snakes in the grass, like 4 snakes in the grass.
All your pictures now show snakes in the grass. It's funny. It's like appearing for some reason. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I still don't see any sails on any ships. I'm just saying.
You have a valid point.
I think that they were using St. Elmo's fire. And I think that if they had all this awesome technology and free energy tech on all these beautiful buildings, I don't think they just hopped in their wooden boats and hoped that the wind blew them in the right direction and used, some kind of lantern light to signal each other. I think that they had advanced technology on these ships, guys. And I think they utilized it just like they did on land. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think St. Elmo's Fire was a pretty stupid movie.
Was what?
I don't know. I had nothing. You guys talk all the smart stuff. I have to put
Yeah, we covered St. Elmo's Fire. We covered the tech on the buildings and how it collects an atmospheric energy. And they play it off like it was some 1 in a million phenomenon that happened to ships out on the water. But in actuality, I think that was the technology they were utilizing to power their ships, to illuminate their ships, to be able to be out on these ships for months and months. Imagine being out on these ships for months and months and months with a whole crew of people and everything. You don't have no bathrooms. You don't have any clean water. You don't have any showers. Supposedly they had infantago and all kinds of stuff going on these ships and rats. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody looks sad and depressed in these paintings. Not maybe those 3 people, whatever they're doing.
I don't know, but
what does it say? Monarchy.
Monarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what the monarchy is kind of like, I'm looking at it like, you see a family tree, like a bloodline of, families, like a family tree, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these 2 cherubs are holding this thing again in their hands here.
Yes.
And there's that same light shining down, this time from Aries. Way to go, Aries. They are the best. Just saying. I don't know why I would say that, but maybe because the Aries would say that.
What was that over there? It says some iron plated.
Yes.
They're making the ships. They're making the ironclads
Use
there.
your arcs.
Yes.
Right? What's going on there, Shabu?
They look like arcs with the iron on top.
That's interesting.
But you see how sad everybody looks like when you go down, like the woman, she's depressed.
She's like shaking her head like
right?
what
The lion's not even happy, and
No.
and the fancy man, he's not happy.
Yeah.
And
Napoleon.
the priest dude, he's definitely not happy.
No. But the Turkish one is, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
He's just
He's
creeping
trying, you know
out.
what he's trying to decide, Boo? The thing on his hat and on his flag, he wants to know, is it a moon or is it a eclipse? He's trying to decide that right now. Like
Yeah.
Look at his flag. See, you can't tell either.
No.
It's either way.
This guy here, though, he's definitely a Romanoff.
The
I think
president.
that's what I think.
He's one. It's supposed to be again Napoleon.
And
Oh,
and I'm just trying to say, because this is Jen's channel, the way he's standing and the absence of, like, say, a pouch. I don't know, Jen. What do you think?
he's got a straight up and down flat forehead. It's not something. And he's got thigh high boots on. So.
That's the next level. We're going to break down paintings, modern art, and decide what they are.
Oh man, don't get me started.
You can't handle the truth.
And look, this guy's pointing at this thing again.
Yeah.
And that does kind of look like Jesus again there.
Yeah. He's like, see, this is coming for and judging you. And she's, oh,
And
gosh.
she's like, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of
Hello?
I don't know. He disappeared.
Are you still there?
I'm laughing because Joy wants to know if I'm transvestigating. I'm just commenting. You can decide to call it what you want. I think we lost Shabu.
Shabu, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I'm thinking.
What was
No.
thinking?
What the angels are holding is what's in the book that Jesus is pointing at. If
Yeah,
that's so.
it reminds me of a. What the fuck? It makes it takes the frequency when you hit it. You know.
Oh, tuning fork.
Yes, exactly.
I got one of those. I got a ringy dingy here. What is this? This guy. Let's see. Whoa, that was loud.
Yes.
But yeah. Sorry, Jen.
Yeah.
You probably had
Because
earphones.
look, when the other guy is holding it like a tuning fork, you know.
Huh. Well, maybe I gotta walk around with this thing and see what happens. I start using this thing.
It's gold, so there's that.
Well, mine isn't. Mine's whatever metal this is. But it's 528 hertz. It's supposed to be healing. They say. Who knows? They say. Who are they? Everyone's quoting people they don't even know.
How many people have ever always asked me, who's they?
Who are they?
Oh
My
They
latest
say
question
this.
is, where did the bricks come from?
Where is that?
Nice little mini Tower of Babel.
The
See,
coastline.
look at this, guys. It's right. I mean, that's telling right there.
Yeah.
I've never seen that anywhere, you know, these type of structure. Now it's all destroyed. I've seen remnants of parts of the same thing, but not all structures like that.
Yeah, that's really interesting the way they drew that.
Yeah. Not reform.
What's it say on this pillar here? It says Turkey, Paris, Greece, and Switzerland.
Switzerland, yes.
Interesting. It's just like the whole world's at war with each other.
Yeah. Now we're in October. And it's look Hungary. And yeah, people just at war with each other everywhere. For no reason, I guess.
That's crazy. Oh, that angel up there has got a vajra in his hand. I wonder if
Oh,
that's an
yes.
archangel. It's probably Michael or Gabriel.
Yeah. With the sword. And what's that? Is it glaciers?
Oh, is that coming from Antarctica?
Yes, looks like it. Look, it's snow. Yeah.
Because the dome comes up out of that, you know, like the outer edges of our plane, which they say is ice. But, you know, I mean, I don't think it's all ice. I think it's a lot of land there.
Yeah. There's so much stuff. Look at this castle there, you know. What's that thing?
Excellent pictures here, Chapeau.
So much, you know. We have been through 13 of them, you know. There's 45. It's just there's so much stuff.
Melanie said something here. Did somebody just fart? I don't know. It could be my chair, Melanie. My chair makes weird noises sometimes. I promise I didn't fart. Hey, he who smelt it dealt it. That's what they always say, right? Reform education.
Yes, exactly.
I'm waiting for an odd fellow to pop up here any second.
They're all odd fellows. Look at them.
Because they're odd females. They are.
But they have the sword. I've got the same sword of the odd fellows in my house.
I remember you showed that one time on camera, didn't you?
I think I showed it only to you.
And that's right. There's the sun again with the black hole sun.
Black hole sun.
Won't you come?
But here, look.
Eclipsed. There we go.
March
15th, 1858.
Yeah.
Dude, it's always in March.
And they know the time, you know.
Wow. So they had PM back then, huh? I don't know. Man. They have like digital clocks. What's going on?
Yep. Observation of the solar eclipse, March 15, 1858.
You just looking it up? Nice.
Yeah, that's what we can do as the Tres Amigos. See? So, yeah.
Again, no, they're showing all this strife and turmoil and end time scenarios happening in March. We are in March. We've been talking about March Madness. I've been talking about it for years, and it's just so ironic that we're looking at this and it says March. Just blown away.
Boom, baby.
And again, this guy that I don't know, Jesus, or he's holding like a sun disc, but he's lifting up the curtain, you know, for the theater of this thing, the theater of war.
Yeah.
You know?
So he's saying, see what happens when you don't worship God and stay right with the light?
Yeah.
This happens.
I'll pull back the curtain and check this shit out. And I'm assuming Arlette is, I don't know how old you are, but it was a group called Nickelback, which they got way too much hate for, I think, what they were. They had a song called Black Hole Sun.
Oh, no, it was Soundgarden.
Yeah. Soundgarden. Oh, I meant, no, Soundgarden was the one. Well, they get a lot of hate, and I don't know why. They're not so bad. Anyway. Soundgarden.
Soundgarden.
So what do we got there?
Another crescent moon.
Yeah, and they keep doing that. It could be a crescent. It also represents like a portal within the animal. They did that with that what do you call it? Bull on the other one.
Yeah. But
That looks like a ram.
Like
there's a flood.
Yeah.
Yeah, the waves coming, washing everybody away.
The crown's upside down there too.
Topples over.
Oh yes, topples over.
It's turning.
And there's that. I want to be the guy in the chair. Just
yeah, he's
back
kicking back. He's like ready to go fishing and stuff.
He's in God's country going, holy shit, look what's going on all around me. I want to be that guy. Just chilling.
No bueno.
Although he has a whip in his hand, so maybe I don't want to be that guy. Maybe that guy's not so good.
He's got a cat and nine tail. He's like, you come near me, bitches. I'll show you where it's at.
Okay, if it's for protection, not correction, I'm on board with him.
That's right. You got to protect yourself while you're sitting around all these crazy motherfuckers.
You know where I don't want to be on? The black wagon with the black horse and the black people up in the top left. No.
What are you, racist?
Look, no.
Well, this one, this.
Absence of joy and color in that picture. Look at
that.
that.
That's no bueno.
That's no bueno. Everything there looks sad.
Yeah, nobody looks too happy.
What's the compass pointing on the globe? I mean, other than the Freemason symbol, what do we got there? And that guy with the pipe, that's another one of those like demonic creature spirits that are famous. I can't think of him. He's like a trickster kind of dude.
A jester?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Or he's just some fat Freemason.
No, he's holding like the wine and what is it called in the Roman god? The
like the Pied Piper guy, maybe. Dance you to your death.
Yeah, man. Today, and I said my mind is elsewhere. I can't think straight.
Oh, and then again, the compass pointing to red and blue, as we always have.
So we're looking at Africa. I think there maybe. No, what is that on the globe? I'm trying to look sideways at it. If you turn your head sideways a little, is this Africa?
Ask our Australian friends. That might help.
I don't.
You're on the other side. What does it look like from there?
I can't see.
Because it looks like it could be the Mediterranean there and the Straits of Gibraltar coming up along the blue line. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I didn't even see the train, so you can't ask me. I'm out. I got no vote. I dig the guy's hair next to the dude in the hat and the Pope hat, the fish hat. Check that action.
Yeah.
And that Pope hat is it's a what do you call it? It's the fish. It's what are those people? I can't think of the word.
Yeah,
see, you did it, Chipu.
Mitre.
Is that the name of the hat? But no, it's the pagan hat, right? It's
yeah.
And they put it on the Pope, and everyone thinks he's Catholic. It's pretty funny. There's your eagle or creature, some kind of eagle creature.
Yeah, this one.
Nasty.
How much?
There's a pirate coming out to stab that guy in the back. See that?
This is crazy. Oh, there's that column. It's got more names.
Why isn't the lady warning him? The lion's trying to. He's like, "Hey, man, there's a guy about to stab you." But
yeah.
The lady's just like, maybe she's working with him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's wearing the same color.
That is. That's a backstabber right there.
Nice.
He's got red, white, and blue on his head.
Wonder why that showed up tonight. Interesting.
He reminds me of Rasputin. You know
And he
the
does. So does that painting.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of somebody.
And look at that. The column's getting shot down, and it's got Turkey, Paris,
Lions.
Asia Minor, America, and London.
Yeah,
Interesting.
because they're mixing cities with countries. I don't know. Maybe they were.
I wonder if Chapu paints, Jen, and he's drawing all these at home, and then he just puts them up.
That's what I do every day.
Where do you find these, man?
Every damn day.
This is
Look,
it. He's drawing.
Look at that ship with the steam coming out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Cannons again.
So these black carriages, where are they going? They all taking off? They're like, we're out of here? Or are they prancing their way through town here?
Yeah.
Going to the
I'm
King's
telling you,
Court?
I wouldn't want to ride in one of those. They just look, I don't know. And there's your snake in the ground.
He's lurking somewhere.
Oh, you can't make this stuff up. It just shows itself. It's so funny.
Does any of these ships have sails on them? I haven't seen one yet.
Oh, but yeah.
Oh, there's some sails. Okay, I see some sails there.
Yeah.
Just checking.
So
Pet
I
peeve
just,
of mine.
yeah, just
And
like
friend Ella says the Pope hat represents the house of Pharaoh from Egypt. I didn't know that symbol. So if that's
It's also like a fish hat.
yeah, that's the pagan fish hat. Yeah.
Dogons. The
Ooh,
Dogons.
this one
right?
looks action packed. What's going on
Yes.
here? Dang.
so. I guess this is the end of the reform. I guess people passing on papers and new laws, or
They're laying down the law.
oh, look at this.
Sacred mysteries.
Yes,
Oh, and Janet Jackson.
and Janet Jackson.
Why is the boob always out?
Little JJ action going on.
Yeah, there's a couple of representation of the boob out. It could be representing like Mother Nature because she's nurturing everyone, and there's many depictions of, not depiction, but
Well, Joe's saying the Mithros, but I'm not sure who that would be. But maybe.
Mithras. I don't see it.
Oh, this one with the spear here could be Mithros? Is that what you're saying? Mithra?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe the one with the mystery flag? I don't know. But what's going on there? What's he standing on? We can see the countries now. So England's the lion, of course. Prussia's still in there. Look at that. They still have Prussia on it.
England, Northern Sweden, Poland, Prussia, Russia, and what is
Lapland.
that? Lapland. What the fuck?
Where's Lapland?
I don't know.
Hey, have you heard of Lapland?
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, she has. My wife has. I'm not familiar with them. What do they speak there? Lapland.
I
They ever have to
want-
sit down, put something on their lap.
That's what I'm going to say. What was it? I'm not going.
You gotta walk around like you're. I don't know. That's weird. Lapland. I remember Lidsville, but not Lapland. So what's that king holding? What is it? You unequal this. I'm trying to turn my head like Australia. Unequal disposition laws.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting pierced right through him. Oh, dude, there's some action on this.
By Miss America.
He is done. And what's the guy behind him with all that?
I think he's a slave owner. This is like maybe a slave whip.
Yeah.
And he's
See, I'm going back now. The guy in the chair, I don't want to be him because I think he has it.
Yes, he's got.
So I'm done with the guy in the chair. I think he's a bad guy. So. Just want to say. Finland. Thank you, Dana. Okay.
Oh, Finland.
I guess they.
What's this Laplanders? What's this Laplanders stuff that Patty's talking about? Lapland?
Santa.
No. I'm trying to keep up.
I'm getting the Norse kings in here. What's going on?
Finland.
Lapland is where Santa's from. Okay, now we understand it. And meanwhile, Melanie's just talking about Def Leppard. Come on, get up with the program. Go with you, 33.
You want some sugar?
Pour some
Sugar on me.
Yeah. As long
You know
as
what
it's
I
not
did?
aspartame.
I did. I appreciate it. That's not even Def Leppard. Yeah, I appreciated their drummer because he supposedly got in a car accident. He lost an arm, and he still kicked ass as a drummer.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
With one
I
arm.
like that song "Photograph." That was their big Illuminati.
That's a way to overcome right there.
Look at that. God's judgment zooming in on the Tartaria kind of looking building, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
None of these words are good, by the way. Tartaria is an area you guys have covered in hell and stuff. It's just a way of trying to describe these old buildings that don't make sense. March again.
Yes, this is the new year. You see, March 20th, the sun enters Aries. Now
So
we're
what-
in
Wow.
1836.
Nothing good is happening in March.
Well, there's a few things, but mostly no.
Well, what I find about March is that when all this stuff happens, all this turmoil, upheaval happens in your life, it's God's way of showing you things that you need to see.
Correct.
We're in the end times. This is the apocalypse, if you will. And apocalypse means the revealing, and all will be revealed to you, good, bad, and the ugly. and then you have to deal with it. So there's that.
Another thing it says is sometimes if you're wondering why, let's say you feel you're alone and God separated you from or you just feel separated, maybe God needs your attention. And
that's right.
See if you can give it to him at that moment and see what happens if you do. Your life will change drastically.
Yeah.
Patty, see, you're something good that happens in March. Good
Yeah,
girl.
I agree with you, Patty.
No
Good
problem.
things can happen in March. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink,
Yes.
wink. Yes. Isn't your birthday in March, CFM?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I know a few things that have
My
happened.
brother-in-law's birthday's today, so there's that. Yeah.
Well, the thing is whatever it is, I try not to do it anymore. There's too much nonsense on YouTube.
Yeah, and I think it is
I could be very close to the beginning of spring. So yes.
Yeah, Patty, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I'll be seeing you soon, Patty. So what do we got here? All right, hold on. I'm going to make this sucker big. A lot going on here.
So much stuff.
Look at the bird people over on the left. I haven't seen them before.
These
Oh, okay.
Roosters or something.
Roosters. Look.
It's the opposite of that song. They've come to kill the rooster. Instead, the roosters come to kill you.
Alice in Chains. Alice is... isn't Alice like Lucifer or something? Anyway, Alice in Chains, Lucifer in Chains. Here comes the rooster.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this all about? See, and they're all stabbing her in the back, if you notice. They're all trying to stab Disillusion in the back.
Let's
That's why
find the snake in the grass now.
It's around here somewhere.
It's there.
Is there one? I don't know.
Maybe it's there or it's in the chat, one of them. So.
It reminds me of when we did the Book of Miracles. That was a good show, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a similar drawings.
Yeah. God, there's just so much in these. Like, you look at down there. There's a little Illuminati triangle thing they're staring at. What's that all about?
Yeah.
And they got two globes going on. They're all about science down there.
Oh, yeah. And again,
He's got wings.
Making babies or something somewhere.
What?
So I'm surprised we don't see them making babies
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I was like, wow, where are you looking? I didn't see the train, and I don't definitely see what you're seeing now.
It looks like there's tech on top of that carriage at the bottom, too. I
want to see the explosion when you get back up there.
What is all that stuff? On the carriage itself. See that? What is that?
Yeah.
That's weird. It looks like they're moving like, I don't know.
Could be like feathers or things.
Well, let's go back up to the Michael Bay scene at the top. Right there.
Yeah, what's happening there?
Boom, baby.
Yeah, it's a city that's exploding, I guess. Look.
Wow.
It's like some God's judgment right there.
Either that or somebody left the gas stove on.
Yeah.
A monkey knocked over a candle.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or a cow kicked a lantern. That's the Frisco one, I think. But the one where Steve lived was an actual monkey for reals. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's like, where did this monkey come from?
I think the one out here, there was one in Boston. I think it was like a cigarette thrown down a manhole or something, or and then there's one out here was the same thing. I think like a hobo fire took down Seattle or something. They're like, none of the stories make any sense.
Same thing in my town.
Over in France.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I like how they yelled at you for being from France.
Yeah, I'm from Paris. So.
Paris. Now, what do we got?
I want to be that guy. I'll pray. I'll be on my knees praying. That guy. He doesn't have a whip.
No.
I want to know what's on the lower right-hand side where the pyramid is with a smokestack sticking out of it and some guy falling down in this pit that looks like a volcano.
Yeah, what the heck going on?
What's going on there? Why is
it's
that
like a well,
have...
the thing that you do for a well, it looks like it broke and they're falling.
Yes. Oh, wow.
That must be Timmy, the one falling.
Timmy in the well. Very interesting.
Yes.
Why is there a pyramid up there with that thing coming out of it? That's weird.
That's weird.
Although it could be the top of a house in a chimney, just saying.
It could be.
It could be. I'm going to give him that one. It could be.
A house with a chimney. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because it looks like the ones next to it on the other one, so I would go with that.
All right, let's say we've got some hanging people in the background. Hangman.
Yeah.
Someone has to say it. How's it hanging?
Yeah.
A little to the left. Oh, there's your snake in the ground.
There's a snake.
And up the tree.
Yeah, but this one.
It all began with a snake in a tree, guys. Merry Christmas. Very interesting. Now look, this guy he's holding Jesus on a cross up here.
Cool. Yeah.
This guy.
Oh my goodness, he sure is. Like a weapon almost. He's like,
yeah.
Oh, that's the same guy that's praying over in the other corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's this yellow ridge right here where he's praying? Is that what is this yellow ridge thing? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
And these ships over here with the lightning, it looks like they're at Antarctica or something. Like it looks icy.
It does.
I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And up here we're in Egypt. Okay.
Yeah.
Those I would agree are pyramids. I'm with you on that one. There's not top of a house, or it could be. I guess a cool picture.
Yeah, it could be the very top of a giant obelisk.
I gotta find this picture when it's my turn. I'll find it.
Yeah, because I've got my hand is like numb.
Your hands are numb? Oh no, they're not. Do not.
Oh, here they talk about China.
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 I think how Trump used to say it. China.
Our Navy. Oh. And this one, August. In
Oh, a Lapland. We're saying it's Lapland. Maybe it's Lapland, like it's planned.
No, it's Lapland.
Lapland. I don't know.
Lapland. You were talking
where's
French.
Waldo? Isn't it supposed to be where's Waldo?
Yeah, but now that's where's Wally?
Oh, it's is that Mandela affected? Where's Waldo?
Yeah, it's always been where's Wally, except in the United States. It's where's
Who the fuck
Waldo.
is Wally?
I don't know, but now he's Wally everywhere but the U.S.
You're not joking?
No, I'm only known for that.
You know we're at the end of the book now.
Yeah, when they're messing with Wally as Waldo.
Oh yeah.
Wally.
Yeah, I think the story goes it's always been Wally everywhere but U.S. and it's been Waldo here because we don't like the word Wally, except with robots, I guess. Like none of it makes sense.
Oh, look at this.
That's how you know we're in the same story because none of it makes sense. Ooh, check that out. And they say, how could you melt buildings? That column's getting snapped in half in the air.
Yeah.
And there's a crevice opening up next to the pyramid in the ground, it looks like.
Yeah,
people are like,
and are these
we
houses
can't do this.
sinking into the ground? Or I mean, look, is this the top of a house or a pyramid?
Yeah, it's broken houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, spires broken off.
And
Wow.
we're still in March, right?
We're still
Look,
there.
it's
A little
the
ways to
last
go.
eclipse of 1833.
I wonder if that's March or not, though. Look, time's running out. She's got the hourglass in her hand. Very interesting. That's the beasts. They ride on a chariot. The beasts. I don't know. This is just all end time stuff. See, Revelation's already happened, guys. We're at the end of the book. This is all reset
I would
stuff
agree.
we're looking at here.
I would agree.
But this always fascinates me. How what did they use to make these giant boats? You know, and they always depict like these boat exploding. You know.
You know what this smoke reminds me of when I brought up that Oddfellows painting where they showed the two globes, and the one globe had that big ring of smoke going around part of the globe, where they were showing that there was some type of global, if you will, destruction.
Yeah. Smoky God.
Interesting.
All right. But we've got to half of them. Oh. Where are my things? Right. Oh. There. And just take a small break because, like I said.
No, it's okay. We're at 2 hours and 14 minutes, guys. Do you want to take a bathroom break? I'll put on a song, or I'll put on let's see, God's Judgment here. It's 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Or do we need something a little longer?
I'm okay with that. I just got to get some.
All right, guys. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break.
Do they not find any guidance when they see how many cities that God destroyed? So they are now fallen into ruin, and they walk among their dwellings. So travel through the land and observe how the end was for the criminals. They were not availed at all by their gods when the command of God came. So have they not traveled through the land and seen how the end was for those before them? God destroyed everything over them, and there is something comparable for the disbelievers. So travel through the land and observe how the end was for the criminals. For God has already destroyed what surrounds you of cities, and God has explained the signs so that perhaps they might return from disbelief. For God destroyed Ad and Thamud, and it has become clear to you from their ruined dwellings. And Satan had made their deeds pleasing to them and averted them from the right path, and they were endowed with perception. And God destroyed Korah and Pharaoh and Haman. And Moses had already come to them with clear evidences, and they were arrogant in the land, but they were not outrunners of God's punishment. For how many gardens and springs did they leave behind? And also crops, and noble sites of pyramids and comforts, wherein they were amused. Then do they not find any guidance when they see how many generations God destroyed before them, as they walk among their dwellings? Indeed, there are signs in that for those of intelligence. For Sodom is situated on an established road. Indeed, there is a sign in that for the believers. For you pass by them at dawn and at night. Then will you not use reason? And the companions of the thicket were also wrongdoers. So God took retribution from them, and both ruins are on a clear highway. So how many cities did God destroy while they were committing wrong? So they are now fallen into ruin. And how many abandoned wells and how many lofty palaces? So have they not traveled through the earth and have hearts by which to reason, and ears by which to hear? For it is not the eyes that are blinded, but it is the hearts that are blind, which are within the chests. For you lived among the dwellings of those who wronged themselves, and it had become clear to you how God dealt with them. And God set forth many examples for you. So travel through the land and observe how the end was for those before. Most of them were polytheists. And God did not wrong them, but they wronged themselves. And they were not availed at all by their gods which they invoked other than God when the command of your Lord came. And they did not increase them in anything other than ruin. And thus is the seizure of your Lord when he seizes the cities while they are committing wrong. His seizure is indeed painful and severe. Indeed, there is a sign in that for those who fear the punishment of the hereafter. That is a day for which the people will be collected, and that is a day which will be witnessed.
Boom, baby. All right, I'm going to get into a screen share real quick while these guys are coming back. Just wanted to show you guys this. Let me look on the screen here, make sure you guys can see what I'm saying.
Oh,
all right, yeah, you guys can see it. Okay, so Shapu shared this with me recently. This was extremely interesting. We talk about these buildings being actual tech and them also being self-illuminating buildings, just like we see at the World's Fair. Look at that, guys. Wow. That's crazy looking. I can't go any closer on it. Shapu, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm here, but not Shapu.
Okay. Shapu,
Oh, there he is.
You sent me these etchings.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Can you representation del
L'Église church, the cathedral.
Strasbourg,
Yes.
something.
Strasbourg.
I mean, look at this thing. It's lit. It's
Yeah.
lit. It's on, guys.
The roof is on fire.
Let me see if there's a date anywhere here.
Yeah, I sent you two. Maybe the other one has a date on it.
Yeah. I think it may have it on the other one, but wow, that's
And
really.
look at the size of that building for like the dozen people that live there. It's just ridiculous.
So this is the same building, Shapu, or a different one? You think?
I think
Might
it's
be a
the same.
different
It's written on. It's written on the
weird.
bottom.
Do you guys see that? When I zoom in, it changes. See it?
What?
Did you see it? Look, watch.
Yes,
I zoom
it's
out.
because of
yeah,
the
it
lines.
does.
Yes,
Like
it's all
focus or
lines.
something.
That's why.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Again, though, guys, this building is lit. This is what they're showing here. This thing isn't on fire. It's lit.
Yeah, it's lit.
I was joking.
On top and right on top of the door, the front door, it's all lit also.
Right.
And
So
nobody's
what I've
changing
always
light bulbs.
postulated,
No.
what I've always postulated is these nodules that you see coming off of these conical roofs on these churches, cathedrals, and different types of buildings. This is what lit up, in my opinion, that created the lights. And this is the tech on top right here. It's absolutely amazing, this whole etching here.
There's
Very
our little
cool.
crescent at the very top too,
Yes. See
right
that?
by the star.
Yeah, it
So
looks
that
like
could be the
Polaris
eclipse,
moon.
or it could be the moon next to the eclipse. I mean the sun, right? It could be the moon next to the sun, or it could be the eclipse. You see it at the very
It
top.
could be the eclipse, the crescent moon, and I would have to say that this would be Polaris. What do you think, Shapu?
Yes, could be a Polaris for sure. Yeah.
Well, it's 8-pointed star. It's either 7 or 8 points for Polaris, but either way, this place is lit. It's illuminated on its own here. And now what we have left.
What does it say at the bottom? The writing.
Yeah, let me scroll in here. What we have left now is these buildings, but they're Baroque. They don't work anymore. They call it Baroque. Okay, this says 1770.
Yeah, I-770.
Yeah, and that eye doesn't look like it even goes with the numbers at all. Like it's definitely 770.
Yeah.
Wow. Just wow. That puts it in the millennial reign, guys. That's when all the stuff worked. Everything was illuminated. It was the golden age.
Yeah, I think it's another one. It's not the same cathedral.
Oh, that's my mom. Sorry, I didn't mean to show that, guys. That was her in the hospital. I shouldn't have shown that. Sorry. Whatever. All right, let me come off the screen share. I didn't expect to click on that. I'm sorry, Mom. She'd kill me if she knew I showed that. Anyway, all right, what else we got? So, Shapu, do you have more you want to present, or should we go on to what Ceiling Fan Man has? I know you got some goodies up your sleeve, CFM.
Yeah, we can go to CFM. I've got many stuff, but
we can come back. I just there's something I wanted to touch on that. Let's see. Let me get out of that. Click here. Click, and it's in this folder. Okay.
Yeah, I remember the hairspray, the Aquanet back in the day in the 80s. They all said we were killing the ozone.
Yeah, that was killing the ozone. Made a hole in Australia, actually. They couldn't go out in the summertime, which is our winter. Okay, let's see.
Thank you, friend.
Let me try. Let's see if this works. Is that on the screen?
Oh, hang on. Here we go. All right, we got it.
Okay, so let's see. So I thought it was interesting because I've covered this one, but look, someone sent me this. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting.
Signs and symbols everywhere. So
touchdown.
Right? Exactly. But and also this just came out for those of us that still think this went to the moon. These high definition pictures. I mean, come on. It's there's holes. It looks like cardboard paper mache
Looks
or
like
something.
duct tape over there on the corner.
Right? Tinfoil and curtain rods.
Yeah.
Where's the duct tape? Yeah. I mean,
and supposedly this whole thing was all folded up and it just popped out perfectly like this, right? Just all pops up and
yeah,
pops
because
out.
it had to fit inside that same thing.
And
Along with
somehow they fit a car inside it. Yeah.
What's that?
They fit a car inside this
Yeah,
thing.
both of these things are inside that one piece. And the other cool thing is no blast crater. And this totally looks like cardboard to me. And no dust in these feet. And it's whoops, wrong way. I don't know. It's just pretty wild. Don't even get me started on the car.
No, that's
that doesn't even look like a real car or person, anything.
I used to play with one exactly like that, remote control car.
NASA. So anyways, okay. Here. So bear with me on this idea. Wait, let me show you where's this. Right? You seen this?
While we're on space, I just want to say something. I seen something pass. I didn't know that the zippers were airtight. Did you see that?
What? Let me go back.
The space suit, they had like zippers, but there's nothing like to cover the zippers. The old.
Oh, I can't see them. I see what you're saying.
No, you don't see it. Like it's not
so
like.
if you look at the old suits, they had zippers.
Yeah. So zippers are supposed to be airtight,
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay, so oh wait, let me go back to this. Where is it? This thing. Am I showing this Wikipedia page on gold? I think, or not?
Yes.
What are you seeing?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. Okay. All right. So you guys can look it up. I've covered this, but when you want to believe the mainstream narrative, they say gold comes from outer space. It's in here somewhere. You can look it up. But that's what they say. It's maybe it's in the very beginning here. I'll look for it. But in other words, they say it comes from outer space. If you read the books of Adam and Eve, it came from somewhere in God's throne or somewhere from heaven. So both stories. Here we go. So gold is thought to have been produced in the supernova from the collision of neutron stars and, blah, blah, blah. And that's how it ends up here. So I'm looking at these passages. So you see this passage, Revelation 16. And the sixth angel poured out his vial on the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Okay. This comes from, it's a Quran teaching. They're called hadith, I believe, hadiths. And the Arabic meaning is modern or contemporary, opposite of ancient. It also means news or talking, but in most instances, I'm finding it's an Islamic literature that means the saying of the Prophet Muhammad. It's used in the Quran. So this sentence here, the hour will not occur. They're talking about end times because they talk about end times in the Quran too. Everyone does. The hour will not occur until the Euphrates River recedes, uncovering a mountain of gold over which people will fight, and 99 out of every 100 will get killed. So we know the Euphrates is drying up. But then this article came out. Uganda just discovered gold deposits worth $12 trillion. Okay? So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing this out there. These things look very similar to me. And then, of course, what happens? If anybody discovers some kind of valuable asset, what do? As America, we pick a fight with them.
That's right.
Now we're threatening the economic sanctions after they pass the Anti-Homosexuality Act. So they find all this gold, and we're going to come out with a way to get some democracy in them and bomb the shit out of them and maybe bring some of it back. That's the way I see it. Because we're upset with them over this. It's yeah. And if that's not enough,
What?
not already spinning, Euphrates River is drying up and crisis is looming, just as the Bible predicts. And they say maybe by 2040 it'll be completely dried up. And when you look back at this passage, it says the waters were dried up that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Now, we all know which way is east. And then this article came out, was it yesterday or the day before? The Department of Defense just told Congress they've got to be ready for the possible confrontation with China. Because, see, now it's not even Rocky 2 or 3 or 4. This is a brand new series. It's Russia and China coming together to bomb us together. So now we're asking for an $842 billion budget. Why? So we can make our force the biggest, baddest, badass force in the world, and no one will touch us.
Right.
But we're worried about war with the guys from the east after the Euphrates River dries up. And I don't know. It's a lot of coincidences. We just need to, keep an eye on things. And these pictures, someone did an artist rendition of what we might be looking at. This makes sense to me.
Uh-huh.
Because as we know, we don't know what ground level is.
Boom, baby.
Yep.
I didn't mean to go from that wild thing into this, but it happened. So you guys can deal with those ideas I just threw out there later.
I love it. I love this.
Because that's what I believe. Let's say the tech is still working or whatever. These people are living like troglodytes underground as they said they were. God says in the end times, they'll say, they'll ask the mountains, these are the mountains, to fall on them. They're already in here. They just want to be collapsed and not see God because they don't want to see his face in judgment. Look at this one.
Oh, I love this one.
Isn't this great?
Yeah.
Now, for those people that are going to get mad and do trolls, these are just artist renditions of what could be underneath because we can't really see. This is not an X-ray. We didn't carve it out. So calm down, everyone. But look at that. And again, even this idea, where does it end? It continues, And now we're into that whole, what was those movies, like Blade Runner and Fifth Element, where the cities just went on forever. Look at that.
Yeah, and also, what is it called? With Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
I can't think of it right. Oblivion.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
No,
just
yeah.
like this.
Yes.
And this is really cool. I think this is exactly what's going on, to tell you the truth. Yeah.
And then this gets, muffed up or whatever, and then they uncover, to here. And then this is all uneven roads and stuff. Meanwhile, they still live in this. And every once in a while they laugh because we think this is Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But it is hollow. There's depth to this. It's written about in the Bible. It's not made up. And this was, if you look at, I think it was the top star, I forget the name of it, on Orion's belt. It always stays on the equator, no matter what the time of day or the month, the day of the year, or any of that. And all these ancient civilizations, including the modern one, they seem to know about it. They all line up. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. And it's amazing how it's like circuit boards,
Right.
Circuit board cities. Components on the grid system. They had functionality. These were not temples and tombs.
All right. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh, we already showed that. Oh, that was for you last week, Jen. We don't need to look at it. Look, friends, enemies on Earth, and friends in space.
Yeah, that never made sense to me.
Right.
But they all are in on it, guys. They're all in on it.
So, okay. What else do I have? Let me get rid of that. How do I get over here? Here we are. Boom. Okay, this was interesting because everyone's looking at these chat things and AI and all that stuff. And I'm telling you, we're watching history books rewritten in front of our eyes.
Yes.
Because they're going to take a picture like this 10 years down the line, and it's going to be in a book, and someone's going to say this happened. When this was just an AI generated idea, because and the only guy saying he was going to jail was him. It was pretty funny. It's such a joke, this whole the whole politics. But he said he was going to be arrested. So then AI was asked what would it look like, and then they posted it, and now this will be in a history book somewhere. Just like the January 6th. It looks like a complete utter siege with bombs and craziness. And yet I watch the videos where they're like pulling the red carpet ropes aside and the cops are shuffling them in. Like it's being rewritten in our eyes. So
it's definitely a clown world for sure.
And then this, no bueno. So they're quantum computers. They are now going to be doing like medical. You're gonna go in kind of like in Star Trek, and you're gonna lay in this bed, and it's gonna decide what's wrong with you, and then you'll start getting most likely injections and pills because of it. That's the med bed, I think they call it, or something.
Huh.
So that should be fun. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I'm all set with that.
Yeah, right. That's what Steve would say. I'm all set. This was news to me. There's bright blue lava from Indonesia's. Okay,
bright blue lava?
Yeah, it's the Kawah Ayan volcano. I'm trying the best I can, but there it is.
If you slow that down and separate it, you're probably saying something really muffed up there.
Oh my God, that's probably a spell or something. Yeah.
And Jen is in it, so there's I don't know what's
going on.
Sulfur, yeah, I've seen that.
Oh my God, look at that! Look at that. Okay,
Jen
check this
volcano.
out.
Yeah,
blue lava. I mean, come on, are you not entertained?
Right? For Herbert was yelling plasma. There it is.
Boom, bitches.
Yeah, sulfur flames. Yeah, I've seen it like 20.
Yeah, they say it's because the extra sulfur in the volcano.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyways, the acid lake at the center.
Rainbow volcanoes. Watch. Rainbow volcanoes are next.
And a sulfuric acid lake. That sounds no bueno. Doesn't that come off of batteries? If this was all like we're thinking, some kind of weird machinery or whatever, maybe that's just a battery that's leaking.
Yeah, exactly.
You could be right.
Ooh, I like that one. I sounded smart on that
too.
one. Okay, what's next? And then more blue. How a dust storm turned the sun over Beijing. A Mars-like blue.
Mars.
Why is it blue Mars? I thought Mars was red, the planet. What's going on?
Oh my God.
See how they're always red and blue in this show. So now the red planet's blue, I guess.
Aaron likes my boom, bitches.
So check this out. PM10 particles from cyclone over Mongolia are responsible for the rare phenomenon called by the scatter of light. Concentration of the particulate pollutant has risen to more than 999 micrograms per cubic meter on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It didn't hit 1,000. No, it was 999. I know it. Got to get those trip sixes in there somehow. So yeah, so that's what's going on. These people are dealing with this. I mean, who knows, news stories, but they're dealing with this like constant with this sandstorm. There's a lot of sandstorms happening in the world that I never heard about before. She missed seeing blue skies and clouds.
Times. That's what's going to be happening. All kinds of muffed up stuff's happening.
And it's going to end when? March 22nd. It's always March.
Worse. March. Don't you just love March, guys?
So, anyways, that's what's supposedly going on over in China.
Yep, we have seen the Rainbow Mountains in China. They're also in Utah and Peru, and they're popping up more and more around the plane.
And in Middle East. Same.
Middle East.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that people weren't watching, because while they're doing the smoke and mirrors and everything else, excuse me, the central bank is moving forward with their coin, their digital currency. And why this to me is big news is they've always said the one thing that keeps the US dollar with any value left is because in order to buy any oil, you have to convert it to US dollars first. Well, if they come up with their central bank of the United Arab Emirates, like they are saying they want to, it's officially, so if they get this up and running, you won't need the US dollar anymore. It is valueless at this point, and that's no bueno for us. So we
Fuck.
Had an echo on that one. I don't know why.
Well, it's because I'm in a screen share. It happens.
Oh,
But it's okay because that guy's funny still. So yeah, this is a big deal. I think we should keep an eye on it because once this happens, then the US dollar, what's it worth? So
You think this is a joke?
So it's funny being on the other end of that because I don't know it's coming and it's just
right.
it's funny. But no, so this all came about because some people did hear about they had that the one bank that went under, and it was the .com banks. They were going to save it, but it was another way to say, see, we need to do this and take over all these banks and do this coin so you guys won't lose your life savings.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
And then people are going to vote in this new world coin. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
It is my karma coming back on me. It's funny that your plane drops. It's fun. And whoever sent me the scary space news. So I've covered a bunch of people. NASA now thinks that the Earth could be at a higher risk of an asteroid impact than they previously thought. And the funny thing about that is I covered this story where they came out and said, okay, you know what? It's not going to be as bad as we previously thought. And now they're doing a news story saying we changed our minds. It is going to be worse than we previously thought. They can't even keep track of their own nonsense.
Their own bullshit.
Let's see. Oh, this one was good. I got this on Carl Vernon's Cloud Planet. And the cool thing about this is, let's see. We'll go here. It was muted. So this guy was talking.
Balanced, and they're on 36.
Right? And he has this really expensive watch. I don't know, Omega or something, whatever he's got on there. And he doesn't later. And so he's doing this talk on how everyone needs to tighten their belts. And then he does the magician's trick. Look under the table. He takes the watch off live on air. And then the rest of the interview, he doesn't have it on. Because he must have realized he had a really expensive watch on as he's telling his, countrymen.
I gotta tighten it up.
Look,
we gotta tighten it so much. I gotta sell my watch.
Yeah. Oops! Somebody, they must have had a little thing in his ear. They're waved to him and pointed at his
Get rid
wrist.
of the watch.
Yeah. Isn't that great? I just love how he just does this nonchalantly under the table. Just nothing to see here. Just got my hands on my lap for this moment of the interview.
He's shady like that. He's all under the table and shit.
So I thought that was, and these are cracking me up now because they had this when I was a kid, and they don't have now. They have two, so I guess depending on who's talking, see, he's talking, so that's her. Now he's talking, or someone is, but there's so many of these now that they faking it. They don't even know what they're pretending, and they're just doing gibberish. And there's so many. I've covered at least 3 different stories where they don't know what they're saying. They got the job and
Right.
nobody vetted them.
Just fucking with us.
Yeah, just messing
They're
with us.
fucking with deaf people. That's not right.
And then this one just came to me. I don't know what to say about this other than, everything in the world seems to be full of body doubles. But this guy, he got voted in. He had some kind of brain injury or stroke. But then he just recently got sick and went in the hospital. And when he came back, his head's longer apparently. So that's kind of
Oh
cool.
man, they switched him up.
You think?
Yeah. And I just
You don't
want to
think
say
they did
that,
like a squeeze on his brain to like, I don't know.
like, dude, we need to squeeze your brain a little here. So the guy who is claiming to be Chappelle now, I totally feel is not Chappelle. It's not
Oh yeah.
Chappelle as before. That to
Right?
me sounds like a white guy trapped in a black guy's body.
Well, I don't know about any of that.
I'm
He's
just
definitely
saying,
a
that is
different
not
dude.
Chappelle.
That's funny. All right. And then this one was sent to me. The dark plasma eruption that happened. Some people are saying maybe that's going to cause a cannibalistic. I think that's the plot of one of those movies. But, whatever. It's a cartoon. And this was interesting. So just to completely stick it in our faces that we spent a bunch of money on a fake telescope pictures. Now they have an actual art thing. They're taking images that were created by the James Webb Telescope and turning them into art. So they're taking cartoon paintings that someone drew, and now they're making it art.
What is that thing? That looks like some kind of like mutated coronavirus.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
exist.
So yeah,
Oh,
this is
man.
what you're. Yeah. Anyways, it's enough of that. So.
Yeah, that was good.
Right. What do you think of that whole thing about the gold that they found? Do you think that could be that everyone's going to fight over that? I mean, we're already getting mad about it. It's not ours.
Absolutely, I think so.
I think Uganda's looking for some democracy. I'm telling you, we're on our way. We're going to cram that democracy down you, man.
And all the gold is melted when they find it. When they find it in veins or they find it through metal detecting or anything like that, every time they bring up gold, it already has a melted look to it because it has been melted, guys. It's part of whatever building's melted.
Yeah, look, I will show you something else, Jen, that you wanted to see. It's these depiction
Oh, well, hold
of
on.
the judgment.
This is interesting. Look at these mountains and hills all on fire here.
Yes. This is like the judgment, the final judgment depictions.
Yeah. No bueno.
That everything, all the hills on fire, from the heavens. And there's like this one also.
That's the beast with the 7 heads and the crowns. Yeah. Okay.
But they're not in order. The same one here. We see that the stars are falling.
Yep. Can you scroll back up to that pillar?
Yeah.
Yeah, this pillar holding up this stuff. This is interesting looking.
What's going on there?
Probably more than one pillar. We don't see it. I don't know. But yeah, they are saving some people, but other people are left to die in the cave. Looks like royals, priests.
Oh, these are the ones who are all hiding in the catacombs.
Yeah.
Or wherever you were saying, CFM, remember? Where they would want the building or the mountains to fall on them.
Right. He says that.
Yeah, they are not saved, These ones are. These. And,
what is going on here?
No, I want to show before this one. You see, like, again, these big rocks destroying everything. We always wonder where these giant rounded balls of rocks came from.
Oh, yes.
Maybe they just fallen from the sky. I don't know.
Are these supposed to be the sulfur balls?
Yeah, it could be like Sodom and Gomorrah judgment.
Sulfur, but I was talking about the big ones, that they found everywhere, all over the earth. The rounded.
I'm not sure.
I'm sure someone knows.
Definitely interesting, though.
But yeah, this one after the fire, the angel pour out waters
like
everywhere.
a sprinkler system.
Yeah. And look, they're even soaking up the sun.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, okay, if this is a representation of Revelation, that's them pouring out their vials. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's them pouring out their vials of revelation.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
look, you
this
got
guy here. This guy here's
there's
got
boil.
like what's that called?
Well, they're getting the plagues. There's boils. I
Yes,
saw
the
frogs.
plagues, the boils and stuff. Yes.
If you go down, there's frogs coming. Yeah,
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
So there are
Pestilence.
plagues coming to them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plagues from monsters and man,
See, that's a fascinating thing. If you people that won't read the Bible, like if you read the stories and see what happened, maybe you can dodge it because it's coming again. I mean, I don't see how you can't see it's coming. Even people that are on different kind of channels like us, they see something coming.
Yeah. I think that yeah,
the
that
reset, whatever you want to call it, it's coming.
Yeah. And you know all about this one, this goddess.
The goddess of hair? No, who's it? Is that the Beatles? Look at what does it say on the bottom?
Oh, it might be the guy that drew.
I know. I'm just
So
who's the hair
all
goddess?
This looks like it's building, though. All this that's supposed to be mountains is building.
No, I don't. You don't know about her? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said you did. I apologize.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we're just not listening to you.
All right, look.
No, there was buildings. You're right.
Just
Go back, please. I didn't know he was changing. It wasn't my fault.
I mean, but just look at this. Look at these rocks and stuff. They look like they're buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
And what's with this hairy woman creature?
I don't know.
The Mother Bigfoot, I guess. But they call
Mother
her.
Bigfoot? Did you say Mother Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Mother Bigfoot.
Love it.
They call her Magdalene or Saint Mary of Egypt.
You got a tear in her jeans.
I
You know, you
never
pay more for
saw
that
a
now.
Harry Mary before.
Yeah,
Harry Mary.
I never saw
Harry Mary.
Did you just make that up, Harry Mary?
Say that.
Harry Mary.
Yeah, I found it really
Oh
interesting.
man, what's going on here? This reminds me of the Cabbage Patch lady with all the kids all over her.
Harry Mary.
That'll be our code word, Harry Mary.
Harry Mary.
Figure out what the code is.
Yeah, it's Revelation 16:13. 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Yeah,
And that's
Boom,
the
baby.
false prophet,
Yep.
that
So
guy.
that was
yeah.
what we were looking at. That's what I thought. Yep.
Boom, baby.
Look at that. You've got an intelligent chat, let me tell you.
That's what we do here.
That's right.
Intelligent stuff.
And you like these ones, Jen?
In between glue sniffing.
Right.
Party.
And women with one boob out. Where's that one, Shapu? We need more of those.
Janet Jackson. Wardrobe
Might be
malfunction.
more.
Jackson photos.
Now we're in my painting folder.
Wow.
So.
There's a lot going on here.
Holy cow. That's a Where's Wally? How about that? Where's
Yes.
Waldo?
Where's Wally? We might see it somewhere. Oh, that's fun. These paintings are just amazing. So much stuff going on. And, all this, even the cities melted.
Well, look, that looks like a building there. That one mound of stuff.
Yeah, all of this. Yes.
All this is buildings. Remember, like in that artwork we were shown, mountains, the incredible evidence mountains were buildings?
Yes.
That's what that was reminding me of there.
Yes, I've been looked through the others on that site again. You just reminded me of that. Yes. So these are all on my Facebook page if people want to see them.
When were these drawings done? Is this like the 1700s, 1800s?
Yeah, most of them, yes. There's so many. When we get through all of them, but
let's scroll in on some of these hilltop things here that are on these
And
backgrounds.
then there's some mystery castle looking thing way in the back too.
Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah, this one's better. We can.
There is a giant. No, go back to the other one. It was brighter.
Yeah, I know, but
That.
I cannot zoom on
Dude.
the other one.
That's huge. That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Just like these guys who's
They
go,
look a lot bigger than the other people. Are these giants?
Yeah.
you know.
It looks like they're doing something like maybe they're having the Giants like do some kind of show.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's the giant on each side of the war, and they have their two giants fight each other.
Andre the
Yeah.
Giant.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's the first WWE.
Yeah.
Trump's got to be in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think he's right there.
Well, I mean, if he was in the WWE.
Yeah, see these things here in the center of the court? One looks up like a pillar. The other one looks like some kind of thing that you would see in a
Pagoda
church.
thing? Yeah.
This is tech right here, these two objects.
Yeah.
Yes, that and then the other one across from it. Definitely tech.
And they always, yeah, and then always like this one is for water. It's a water fountain, like the well, but this
Yes.
probably energized the water, you know.
And someone mentioned it could be the 10th Johnny Cool Sukkot, which would put us back into March most likely.
Then we got the dragon flying around here. Look at this, all this stuff in the background. Wow, it's just crazy.
Yeah, shouldn't be behind the curve. All of this, I don't know.
Yeah, right. You found a painting that proves flat Earth. Fucking great.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So
The detail on this stuff, you know, when they say that this stuff was painted and drawn or
Yeah.
whatever.
Whoa, look at that. Jeez.
Yes, and these painting are not like small, you know. They
No.
they
Yeah,
are.
this thing
really
took a
fun.
day and a half to paint for sure.
Yeah.
You think?
So much detail and this is just a representation. The real painting, you can even see all the details back there, you know.
How weird is it that they carved that road in that like snake pattern? Why did it just go straight to the castle?
Yeah, right?
Exactly. I answered the same question this week on the post. Because if it was in a straight line, it would take too much place, you know. It would go all the way to too far away, I guess. You know,
Oh, it's like the queue at Disneyland. They got to keep them
Right.
wound up.
yes,
I see.
exactly.
And they do that
That's-
shit at the airport too. I hate it.
Yeah, that's probably where they learned it. They looked at these old paintings and said, "Let's do that."
Let's do that.
And the orange cone was
You know what
created.
this is COVID, and they're all waiting to get into Walmart.
Yeah.
And that's why they make the orange cones. They looked at the coast and like, "Hey, let's do this with orange cones and make people wait in line." See, you guys are learning, and you didn't even know it.
No.
10-hour stream. They made all that up. Oh my god.
That was a good
Okay.
one.
What's next?
Oh, there's so much what can
Motherfucker.
Oh, Sukkot, September, October. Did I screw that one up, Tricia? Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know all those yet. I know, well, you know what we got coming up? We've got Passover, and I think that's a big deal this year. I believe that's April 13th, and it's one of the things God says that we should remember. So what I would say to everyone, even if you're not going to do some big ceremony, you know, give a little thanks at that time, because that was the date of the very first, you know, kind of Passover thing where we wanted people to like, we didn't want God's wrath to hit, you know? And so I think it's important to keep that one. So, because if wrath is coming again, wouldn't it be nice to talk to God and say, "Hey, could you see if it would pass over my house?" And you don't want him to say, what's that line? "I don't know you." God, that scares me. You go meet Jesus and he's like, "Who are you?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, can we zoom in on this picture here? I mean, look at this. This is laid out like a free energy grid system here. This is like components on the grid system, guys.
Yes.
Think of a motherboard component here. This is really cool. I
Yeah,
love it
super
when they
cool.
make stuff like this.
Look at the water right connected to it. Like
Yeah.
it charges the battery somehow.
Exactly. That's really cool. Let's keep going down, looking up that background there. So much stuff. I got to make this thing big. Look at it better. Wow. That looks like all melted buildings back there, in my opinion.
Yeah, look.
Look at that back. Yeah, even across from that, Chapu. Look, that thing there in the clouds. See how high up it
Way
goes?
in the back, yeah.
Yes. That looks like Mount Kailash, which they think is Tower of Babel. Yeah, look at that structure there that you circled, Chapu. That's structure all day long. Yeah.
What's the thing way in the top? Is that just clouds? What is that way up there?
Is that?
Yeah, I
Or
think it's
this
clouds,
here.
maybe. Wow.
Yeah, this is a cloud, but
That's
this,
a cloud, but that one has structure. And look at the little house top on that mountain.
Yeah, for sure.
Just turns right into the
The
mountain.
monks climbed up there, but that's for the monks. They need privacy.
That's right.
Solitude.
Yeah. It's just.
And when you look at the pictures I have from that old Bible of Babylon, it's the same idea. The cities just were all connected and went on monstrously forever. I mean, there's passages where it takes people like a week to get through a city walking it.
Yeah.
Look at that column all twisted right there. Wow, what is that? That's
Both of them.
cool.
And you can see all these spires all around it.
On these domes here, these big domes, you can see the crosses and the balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they gather energy and transfer to these things. And
Yep. Just we showed you on the video for Antiquitech buildings on our last live. I think it was our last live stream. We showed it, right, Chapu?
yes.
Yeah.
Again, some
Just
something
look at
happening.
the detail. Wow. It's just crazy.
And these medieval, I don't know if you ever seen these type of medieval depiction drawings, but they always show these people really like the same height as the castles, at the
Go back
same
one
height.
picture, if you could, please. Oh, I just thought that ground coming up. Yeah, that one you were just on.
Okay.
You know, the ground juts up around the castle here, like it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
But
weird.
remember
And
all
what's
of
in the
these.
background?
Yeah,
Are
all
those
of.
ships in the water?
Well, yeah.
I think they're ships. That's a lot of ships.
Yeah.
They could be ships. Yeah.
They could be with sails maybe this time.
Then I don't know what it is.
It's hard to say though.
Yeah. But look, all of this this is after the real X factor,
Yeah, because that's already falling into the ground, and then they've
Yeah.
grown trees below it, the
Yeah.
tiny ones that we lived in.
And
Right.
somebody comes and they just
They're fighting
Yeah.
over who's going to get this.
whoever is left.
It's mine. No, I found it.
Well, that's
Like
that's
this
going
is-
to happen in Uganda over the gold.
Yeah. Because that's what they pick always an army going into these castles, remnants, and destroying everyone and killing everyone that is left alive in these remaining buildings.
Wow.
And not
What are
just
those creatures? Look down there.
these
Yeah.
jesters?
Oh, jesters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Someone's doing a whole series on that they were like, when people like do DMT or things like that and see the other side, they sometimes see these jester creatures. They're demonic
Oh, really?
spirits and stuff.
But there's a branch of the Mason that's called the Mert.
Yeah.
Yeah. They.
Yeah, you're right. Of course, right? Of course, Masons always grab onto these things. Red and blue everywhere is just red and blue.
Yeah, and they always, like I said, they depict the guys are always the same height as the castle walls. I don't know.
That's interesting.
That is really strange.
Yes.
Because you get everything else right, and then you get this weird stuff.
Yeah. No.
Oh man, that guy in the front, he's not doing so good. The one in front of
Which
the wooden fence.
I moved so fast. Sorry.
That's
This
right.
one, yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he's having a bad day.
Oh yeah.
He's leaking.
God help me, I'm leaking.
Yeah, help me, I'm leaking. That's what I said. When they started, no offense to anybody, when they started putting what do you call it? feminine products in men's restrooms because everyone can have a period. I said on my channel, if you're a man and you're bleeding,
You're at the
you have
end
a
then.
puncture wound, go to the hospital.
No, really.
That's my idea.
Yeah.
Shapu, you had one really good destructive one that came up after what we were looking at a minute ago.
Oh,
It was really
then I went off
crazy
on my
looking.
bleeding subject.
I
It
don't know
goes
where
too
it went.
fast.
That, what's that? What is this?
Yeah.
It's just a star fort. Look at the layering coming down off of this melted building here, and
Yeah.
half of it's gouged away. We need to zoom in on this bitch.
Yeah, it's not the good.
And then those balls coming down out of the sky again.
Oh yeah.
Same ones. Or meteors or whatever you want to call them.
They are telling us that they shoot these balls from the boats back there to this. Yeah, it's impossible. First.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's some range right there.
Yeah.
Plus, they went over the top of that one spire and hit the other side.
Yeah, no boy.
And didn't destroy the wall that's going down that slope. Look at there's like a little mini, what do you call it, Great Wall of China going down.
Oh,
You know what I find interesting about
right
this
in the
picture
middle.
too is
Right
how
down
it's
that-
terraced
right-
going all the way up it. The terracing of the star fort going all the way up it.
Yeah, there's walls everywhere.
Yeah, and on the side coming down to this centerpiece here, because you can see it's a big hill here. See
Yeah,
all
that thing.
the walls coming down it, like what we were seeing in Tenerife and all those other places, Santorini, all those walls that were popping out,
Yeah.
all the way down it, even
Yeah,
down.
and there's another star fort right at the very corner of it too. There's like a bunch.
Yeah.
It just keeps going out and out.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
everywhere.
the whole thing's a building, guys.
Yeah. But then again, these are only the remains left, you know.
Wow.
Of
Nobody
whatever
built.
event.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Kind of looks like Herodium a little bit.
This is Namur in France.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look like that anymore. Yeah.
Thank you for going back to that.
I know I go fast because I've looked through them. But
Look at this though. There's like an outline of a star fort here on the beach part. See how it comes around like a star?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like
Yeah.
there was
And
one
then
there.
everything's on fire or something in the back again.
yeah, they just go in and destroy the remains that they don't like, you know. How can we explain this? I don't know. Just destroy it. That's what they did. Because that's what is represented everywhere.
This is interesting. Look at this place.
Yeah, this one I don't know. Veruca.
Yeah, this
Sure.
is really interesting.
But all these places you can go find they have remains. But now you see here there's a wall, but probably today it's half rock because it's, I don't know, it continues on after a while, I guess, the changing of the bricks. But which one? You can see there's they made a lot of these drawings again. You know, they can be made anytime.
Uh-huh. Oh, I recognize this star fort. We've looked at this before. There's a real picture of it, like overhead. See how it ridges out on the right-hand side there?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
water runs straight through it. Where's this place at again?
I don't know.
Definitely, I've seen this star fort, though. It's a really cool one. It's cool how they incorporate the water into it and what part it plays in it for, I don't know, kind of
Yeah, we're not.
it's system component.
Yeah, we're not even sure what they were meant for. You know, these star fort. But the story is that it's just one man in the whole band that created all the thing. It's just ludicrous to think that.
Yeah, it's definitely ludicrous.
Yeah, and this is, I don't know which. Oh, this one again. They just.
And I believe it's one of my Australian friends. surprised that the artist had time to paint if all that was going on. He's absolutely right. That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, no, they have like a photographic memory like crazy to do all of this, or they just
Yeah.
invented all of it. I don't.
Sure, no, it happened, and it
Yeah.
must have been so terrifying that it imprinted in their brains or something.
Yeah. It's always something in mind, and now that the AI is doing like crazy things that looks like these paintings, I'm thinking, did they have it back then to create all of this?
Yeah, that's the thing. Now it's gonna be so we can't tell them apart.
No, it's
I mean, it's
getting
already
really,
happening.
yeah, it's really getting.
Pretty soon there'll be a picture with a horse on a second-story building.
Exactly.
Still waiting for that.
But look, I give you a duel. Even the horse is getting on it.
Oh
What's
my
going
God!
on?
I've never a horse. He's biting a hole in him. That's terrible.
God.
Who? You're the ASPCA man. What is that? I've never heard of such a thing.
I know.
That poor
It's
horse.
not real. It's cannot be real.
So which horse is it though? Is the red guy's horse killing the blue, or is it the opposite? It's like is the red guy on the ground, but the horse is the blue one on the ground. We might not ever know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, his shield has the half moon with the chick on it with the red. It's probably he's red. So
Jen and me covered it on when we did the arm with the
They're at that thing called medieval times.
yeah, right.
Did you remember, Jen? I showed the video that people are doing it right now.
What's that?
They have like competition, just like they had back then, and people just hacking each other, but nobody gets hurt because of this armor. You know, the weapon never gets through the armor. It's
Yeah, they had to do a stabbing motion somehow,
yeah.
or use one of those big hammers like in Lord of the Rings.
But if you want to go see it on YouTube, you can go see competition that they held like every week.
Really?
Yeah, people just dress up in armor and bash each other. It's a real thing, and I showed video. Sometimes it can be brutal, but nobody really get hurt. You can get concussion because you get hit on the head, but nothing really happens. Nobody ever got hurt from all
It's
the
not
time.
like Monty Python. The arm don't get cut off and then he starts yelling at you. It doesn't happen that way.
No, not like this. Look, he cut.
Oh my God, it is Monty Python right there.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. Yeah.
It's just a flesh wound.
Got
I've
no
had
harm.
worse.
Yeah. Yeah, look again. Look at the height of the people. Look, the horse is almost over the wall.
It's weird that they were off on that all the time. Maybe it was just because they wanted to show more detail of the people, and if they were real tiny.
Yeah, it's either that or they were tall. You know?
Well, yeah, or yeah, but
they know the perspective. They can do it right, but see, maybe
you're absolutely right, because those arches are made for these big people.
Yeah.
Because the little people they barely fit in that arch. He looks like a hobbit. The guy in the arch in the middle.
It definitely seems to have been more taller.
Over the right there, that guy.
Yeah. Giuseppe.
He's got a name. Check that out.
Yeah. Aragon and
wow.
Aragon. That's the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
There he is.
And Giuseppe, wasn't he the guy that made Pinocchio? Who else is
Yes.
here? We got everybody here. The gang's all here. Feed those dogs. They're starving. Poor things.
They're greyhounds. They're supposed to look like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You would know. You, the dog man person.
They're
you know
gray and they're hounds.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
You have to have a drop for that somewhere.
Yeah, I think I've gotten one that is really interesting.
They're all lined up again.
Yeah, there's that Q.
Yeah.
Oh, can't say that letter, can we? Or we think
But
we
look,
can.
look, the obelisk
Yeah,
has
you can now. It's what's Jen?
the obelisk has tech on it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little cross action at the top there.
Yeah, not many have this left.
Yeah, I think all obelisks at one time had this type of tech on them.
Wow, look at that courtyard.
It looks like a Italian market down in South Philly.
Yeah, what is it called? It's called the lottery drawing. This is
There's
the
a
name of
lottery?
the painting. I don't know who's winning the lottery here, but
Oh, and they're all eating.
yeah.
Everybody's out doing their thing.
Which one now? The
What's going on
burning.
there?
Fishbowl Media said it might have been the DMV. It could have been.
Did they-
where you register your horses. Look at that building in the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Now, this looks like some kind of debauchery going on or something.
Exactly. Look, all the men just grabbing women.
Yeah. This looks like a scene in Vegas or something.
Yeah, this is Sin City right here.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That guy's grabbing a, I thought he was grabbing
Lots
a guy.
of boobies in this, just saying. So, yeah, wow, that's no bueno. Whatever's happening.
Well, that's what they do when they conquer cities. They come in and they rape and they pillage, and it looks like
I think this is the
going
purge. What is it
Purge.
called again? Yeah, they had the purge.
baby
back
right
then.
there on the ground. Do you see that baby right over there?
Oh,
Yeah, I
where?
think,
right there.
yeah.
Just crossed over it.
Oh,
Killed mom and they must have killed the mom
there's
and the
a
baby.
couple of them there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I don't know what's it called again. The
Viewer discretion advised.
yeah,
What's a painting? It's
the
like,
Roman purge. Yeah, it's a thing that we've celebrated, but now it's
Stephanie says a Catholic Christmas party. I don't know. Maybe.
I want to know. I'll just look at. I want to tell you that.
These two doing right up here in front. These two naked people in front here. Do you see them?
But see, this is what they're pushing. This is what the new agenda wants you to believe.
Saturnalia. Is Christmas Saturnalia?
Is that what it is? Yes, it's Saturnalia. They do orgies then.
Yes.
So it is a Christmas thing. Look at that.
Yeah, but this looks like forced orgy. They don't say nothing about forced orgy.
Well, to
Maybe it is
the people, to those rapists, they're orgying, right? I mean, technically, I'm not trying to justify their actions. I'm trying to explain it could fulfill that.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying to make fun, but you're right. It doesn't look consentful.
no. And that's what this society is so close to this, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
And people can't see that there's going to be a judgment. Shocking to me. Because I didn't even believe in this, what was coming 5 years ago. I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
Boy, sure have a rude awakening lately, haven't we?
No.
What's that picture?
Moving along.
What's that one?
Just a lot of crazy things going on in this world.
Yeah.
What is this twisted, melted building here?
Yeah. Almost a Babelish looking thing.
Wow.
Melted down.
La Cueva del Gato. I don't know where's the
Gato. You need to zoom in on the center of Del Gato.
Where's the gato? I don't know. Maybe.
I got the Del
I
Gato.
don't see her. No. ¿Dónde está el gato?
Mira, habla española.
Yo tengo un gato.
No bueno.
Mi gato es negra.
Yeah, we had to put some Spanish,
Yeah, people are changing the station now. Well, shit, I thought this was an English station. I'm out. Arriba, adios.
Amigos.
Tres amigos.
Tres amigos.
Tres amigos con gatos. Look at that place.
Tres amigos guacamole.
Guacamole. That fit perfectly, Jen. Yes.
I like the guac.
Yeah. Taco. Yeah, we're bilingual here. Burrito, right, Jen?
I like to take a siesta.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know.
Johnny needs a translator.
I think I'm searching for one.
It's senor, senora, and senorita. So a senor is a man, a senora is an older woman, and a senorita is a young lady.
Yeah, why'd you say that?
Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Oh my God.
There you go, Johnny. We just translated for you.
yeah.
If somebody calls me Senora, I'm gonna slap them upside the head.
But-
Said,
but
Senorita, get it right.
most language have these this things that for male and female, but in English there's you have to like precisely say it. If you say like my cousin, in English, but you don't know if you talk about a female cousin or a male cousin. But in other language there's a or a e depending, so you don't have to.
Yeah, we have the worst language. I agree with you 100%. Because we also don't have a word for like if there's more than one person, but it's not like two guys or two gals. We have down south they say y'all, and that's it. We have no word for that.
Yeah, you have to precise. Yeah, like this one, you can see that this guy has a beard. He's not a child. He's just small.
Is that a beard or a mask on his face? Beard?
Yeah.
It's a little guy with a beard.
He does have a beard.
Yeah.
So they're all giants, and he's probably regular size.
Probably yes. Because this thing, look how tall they are too.
Yeah.
But again, they are just depiction of.
But look how tiny the dog is on the right compared to the person.
Yes.
Unless that's the other one. That one too, but over on the right. Yeah, see? So is that a kid and a tiny dog?
No, I think it's the same. It's probably like
he
a story. Like the guy start from there and he goes this way.
I see.
Yeah, because it's the same lady there who's walking.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
There.
Thanks, it's like a moving picture.
Yes.
Oh, so they're headed that way.
I've never seen that. That's cool.
That looks like the lady from Game of Thrones. That was a knight.
Now, do they come off the boat? Is that them coming off the boat?
The Target boat? Yeah.
Right there. Is that guy red? The same guy as the one up on the...
That's Target.
No, it's a different guy. Okay. All right. I'm learning. I'm figuring
Boat's got a big column in the center there. I don't know. It's
yeah.
Mast, but looks like there's just some stuff going on.
Why would you put a target on your boat? That just seems.
Fire here! Blow that shit right out of the water.
Yeah. Oh, look, sir, they have a target. No, come on, they don't.
Yes, shoot that one right there.
Let's go. Should we go for the target? Yeah, let's do that.
All righty.
Is that a deer?
What?
Is
that a bear?
Deer.
What's that little brown thing?
That's a bear and that's a deer. They're so small.
Why are these people so big? What's going on?
Yeah.
And the arches are giant and the people are giant.
Yeah.
I've got really
What's that
long
little
legs.
thing there by
They're
the...
wearing leggings and they just
Butt.
want their butt. Yeah.
Like, look at my butt.
Right, look at wait, I think I've got
What's that little thing in front of the
They're
deer?
tardy tights. Oh my god.
What you say
What's that tiny creature in front of the tiny deer? Is that a turtle?
That?
I don't
Is that
know.
a crab?
I
Looks
don't
like
know.
a
I'm
crab.
going with turtle. You're going with crab.
It's a snail?
Snail. Piece of fruit. I don't know. Is it a train?
A piece of fruit. What's that thing?
I have a better quality, so I will check it.
I don't know what's happening here. I'm so
You're just
confused.
staring at the red guy's butt.
Yeah, wait.
Mesmerizing.
I know.
Just
I
couldn't
have
look
it.
away.
Where
Once you
is
see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying?
it? Wait.
Jazzercise as well.
Where is it?
That's a floating house. Things on stilts.
Oh,
See it?
yeah. I clicked it. I didn't.
Look at that melted building in the background there with the arch.
Yeah, can we make that larger, that picture? He's like 10 pictures ahead, and we're looking at this one.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
And there's something going on way in the back, too, that almost looks like an arch of a building in a mountain. Keep going, way back, way back, way. There you go, way back there.
On the other side, too, underneath my Ripple Effect logo here. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, people don't see it.
There it is.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. Mountains are melted building, bitches. Just saying.
Why is that guy fighting a bird?
I don't know. Is he fighting them or is he petting them? I'm not sure.
That doesn't look like a pet.
I mean, I thought he was petting him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's dinner. I don't know.
What a badass! He can catch a bird. My God. No arrow or nothing. He just grabbed it. Dinner.
Gotcha.
Got you. I
Oh,
took a
look at
picture.
This is some World's Fair shit right here. Look at this.
That looks very similar to in Italy, that
It
Venice
is.
area and
Right.
stuff.
Yes,
They're
it
in
is.
carriages.
I took an actual picture of that new. I bet I could match up with that. If
Is
you
this like
hang on to
Venice
that
when
one,
it
I'll
flooded or something?
find it.
What's going on
Yeah,
here?
but I think that thing happened like every year at that place until they built like the wall to stop the water from coming in. I don't.
Oh. Now, see, why would you build your city like this when water floods it? This is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that, would you? How the hell would you build it when you got flood waters coming in all the time, muffing your shit up? Just say it.
Exactly. It's the same thing as the building with the entrance and the basement, you know. In
Mhm.
places where there's snow and water, it's you don't do that.
Exactly. Very interesting.
Yeah. Where's the picture that I wanted to? But CFM is searching for.
I'll send you. Yeah. Give me a
Gosh, we look at these ladies; they're probably all going to be men.
Yeah.
Kind of a sloping forehead and a long neck, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, this is what I was saying with the AI images. You know, the details on these dresses, silk dress, it's just amazing.
Wow.
You can even see like the lines inside there. It's just
Right.
crazy work. Yeah, I've got many of these. Yeah, this is.
Thanks.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
What's that gray one there?
This big one? Yeah.
Straight up and down torso, shoulders wider than the hips. I don't know, that's why they make out these puffy dresses to make it look like they have big hips, but they don't.
Is that why they created the corset, Jen?
Probably. What's the lady with the thing around her neck? That big circle thing, like a tire around her neck. What's this thing? Oh my God. This might be a woman. She's got a nice round face.
Yes.
I don't know about this one. She's got a receding hairline. Look at that. Look how real that looks. It's so crazy. Are you still there, CFM? Did we
Yes.
lose you?
I'm
Okay.
getting your picture. I'm getting it over to Shampoo as we speak.
This might be a real woman. I don't know. I have to see her feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see your feet. I can't even see your legs.
You will know them by their feet.
Their feet. Yes, exactly.
Just look at this is a painting, you know. It's not a picture. It's just.
I don't understand how this is a painting. To me, it looks like a picture that has been painted in. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know at this point. What kind of technology did they actually have back then? Maybe this is what their pictures look like. Whatever pictures they took.
All right, I sent you a picture, Shampoo, that matched well
My email.
that area
I never get them.
of Venice.
It's been
Oh,
like
you didn't-
I'm going there. I probably have a couple minutes. Oh,
you're saying you didn't get it? You want me to send it somewhere else?
No, I got it, but I just saw that you sent me other stuff.
Oh, I did. Oh, that was probably from
Like the blue lava. And,
oh yeah, the stuff I showed tonight. That's all right.
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
I'll forgive you this once.
I never go on.
Don't worry about it. I know where I have everyone thinks I'm so judgmental. I'm fine. It's good. It's all good. Yeah, I put my little logo on there because I took the photo. But doesn't that match up with that painting you had or whatever it was? It's just maybe on another canal.
Yeah, because that dome's there.
Yeah, where's that painting you had? Because that's in Venice. Do you have that? You can put them next to each other.
Yeah. This is the same dome.
Yeah. See, I
but
think
it's
I'm
in the
just at a
middle.
different angle.
Yeah. Wait, because it's probably like in between here.
On the back side of that dome, down that canal further.
So now
Because
you can see what it looked like back then, and now it's all covered in water. There's no horses and stuff.
Yeah, but I think these two are still there today. So
on a different area.
Yeah. But really nice picture. It's almost look like a painting.
Yeah. So, anyways, there you go.
But yeah.
I added the satellite. That wasn't in the photo.
Oh no, that wasn't.
I just I mean,
I thought it was
wanna
in
be
Venice.
completely. I gotta be, completely transparent. That was added. Photoshop.
Photoshop. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to show you. This one is interesting again. Look, they go the building's so big that they go with their horses inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are they doing in that circle?
I don't know.
What the heck is going on?
What is going on in there?
I don't know. He's got a sword on this guy's throat, but
he's
like plowing. I don't know.
They're killing things in
And
here.
that guy's fighting a little demon thing or something. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
It's dark.
Looks like a boar.
But here is the golden
Boar.
fleece, the lamb, or the Tartarian lamb.
Huh.
If anybody knows about it.
I don't know. This is all weird.
Yeah, it's all these old paintings. I don't know. It's all weird. Look, ghosts. Ghost dogs. I don't know.
Ghost dogs. Ghost dogs in the sky.
Isn't that a movie, Ghost Dogs?
No, is it?
No.
If it isn't, it should be.
Yeah, I think they'll make it next week now.
Straw dogs. Straw dogs is a movie.
Straw dogs. That's a terrible
Wow, look
movie.
at that melted building in the background. That's interesting.
With a little mesa, like a golf course up there.
Who's that Black King or something? What's
Coming out of that
Oh yeah,
building.
that's no bueno. They're coming out of the mountain. Check that out.
Yeah.
And there's your snake in the grass. Look, he's right there.
Where do you go?
He's suddenly everywhere, Shapoon.
Yeah.
Damn snake in the grass.
Snake in the grass.
Motherfucker.
I was a little late on that one, but
That's okay. I like his sigh at the end too. It's really funny.
yeah, that's the best part.
All right, this one's interesting. As you can see again, look, these people, the size, probably the same size as us, but these ones are like much bigger,
They are much bigger. That's for sure.
Is it just to represent
But
that?
these people here are more in, like, next to them, kind of going in front of them. And they're kind of in the center right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would be smaller. I don't know. It just looks very strange.
But you can see that these one are closer to us, so they should be taller.
Right.
And that's not the same lady. It's the same dress, but she's got different hair, it looks like,
Yeah.
and different
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. I don't think they are the same. But anyway, pretty interesting pictures, paintings.
He's got, like, lion head on his knees. That's
Yeah.
badass. Yeah, I just got some lion head on my knees. Or she. Is that a she? Come on, Jen.
I think
His
it's a
legs
she.
are sure legs are apart. So is that true?
Oh, the feet are facing forward, but the legs are apart. So look, a little bit of both here.
She's doing it. I love it. She's gonna start investigating paintings. It's fantastic. And apparently, according to Buttpick Bear, there was a ghost dog with Forrest Whitaker of all people.
See?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
baby.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Well, I didn't know Matlock cleaned up garbage in space, so you know.
Hey, salvage one, baby.
That still blows me away.
Here again.
Oh, there you go, Jen. Some more of
These
those
leggings.
fancy pants.
Boom. It's like
Now, is
that's
that supposed to be was it Venus?
ass right there.
Is that
Oh,
supposed to
this-
be Venus? Yeah.
Yeah, this. Yeah,
And Venus was her name.
but look, they're
Well-
close, like right there.
You know,
What is
Jen,
it?
she's got it.
She's baby.
Yeah.
She's got something in her hand right there. And it ain't her fig leaf.
Merkin.
A lot of stuff going on here.
Look at the
Some fancy pants on a lot of these people.
fancy pants. Yes.
We're going to war. Grab my leggings. I need to look
Who's knitting
fabulous.
all these stockings, I want to know. Where's the stocking factory?
Get my hose. We're going to war. I need to look fabulous.
Did you say hose?
Not my hose. Leave them at home. Get my hose.
Santa Claus, what do you want for Christmas? Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
All right, 3 hoes for Santa.
I need my fancy boots, my leggings, and my fancy hat. We're
And
going
my
to war.
hose.
Janet Jackson praying. Oh, no, she had a shirt on. We're getting out of control.
Yeah, but you can still see it.
Yeah, it kind of looked
You
like
just
it.
got to bring in the nipple tweaker and we're all set.
Ouch. Can we move on, Shapu? She's losing it too over there. She's supposed to keep us in line. Look what's going on. Superman is attacking the guy at the top of that dome right there.
I
See him
don't know.
jumping? Yeah.
But
No,
again,
right.
they are inside with their horses.
With their
Yeah, these
hose.
buildings are so huge. Dude, that's a really good observation. These buildings are so huge, their horses are inside. And they still look small.
See? Now we got to figure out how to get the workhorses up to the second story.
They still haven't done it. Find it. All these are on ground level, Shapu. You're trying, but it's not there yet.
Yeah. I don't know who's these people are supposed to be. They look really. What the fuck are they eating? Oh.
They're just like hanging around. Like
Yeah.
one guy's leaning there, like whatever.
They're
So
kind of
there's
Last
no-
Suppering it a little bit, you know?
Why they keep showing this guy's butt cheeks all the time?
It's ever since you noticed it, Jen. He's in every video, every
Yeah,
picture.
they're flaunting their pants, their yoga pants.
Maybe there's a Zumba class after this dinner.
You know, it's not easy with stockings. I'm just saying, at a time when they had no electricity and all this stuff, you got millions of people somewhere knitting all these stockings for these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We're going to dinner and Zumba. Everyone dressed accordingly.
Don't forget to stretch in your stockings.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're not stretching enough because, according to Steph, they have bad
Oh,
necks.
mine
They're all
ripped. I
meeting
need a
you.
new pair.
Oh, yeah, you tore your.
I
I
tore my
can't go to work.
stocking.
There's a hole in my legging. That poor woman, that dogs are attacking her.
What the
Why
F,
did you-
bro?
Yeah,
He's biting her leg. What is going on here?
It's
Oh,
some
the
guy-
guy on the horse is saving her.
Is he saving the day?
no, look, he's
No?
he's
No,
running
So wrong.
together.
Oh, he's the one sicking the dogs on her.
Yeah, but look,
It's like she's a
what's good-
virgin and they're making her run for her life. What this is what these rich people do. It's called chase.
Oh my God, what is going on here?
what is
So-
he doing?
What are you
Yeah,
showing here?
yeah.
This is X-rated now, guys. I don't know what's happening.
But again, look at these deers. They're so small.
That's bizarre. All right, no bueno. Move
Yeah,
on.
he's like, dude, I'm out of here. I don't
Yeah,
know what you're up to.
It's some kind of a
The
storm.
solar flare
There's
created
dogs
this.
eating. There's dogs were just eating something back
They're
there.
going after her.
No, over here the dogs are already eating something. What are they eating? I don't know. It's a heart or something. It's a heart.
I can't
I don't know.
tell.
It's a snake. What is that? A snake? I don't know what they're doing.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
We might not ever know. Maybe we're not supposed to know.
Yeah, I feel really dirty.
All right, go back to the buildings,
Say a
man.
prayer.
This is getting downer. There we go. She looks happy. She's not being torn apart.
Jeez.
He?
Eh?
Wait, that's a chick in there. In the
I said, geez.
Am I looking at the same picture? That looks like a woman, maybe even pregnant. Am I wrong?
I said,
I guess you
geez.
shouldn't say that if you don't know.
Yeah, she
Then
looks
she get
pregnant.
mad because she's fat.
She might
That
be a
looks a
little
woman.
pregnant.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Big woman.
All right.
Well, I'm not getting into where a feeder placed. I was just going by what it looked like. It appeared.
All right.
And this is those hunts
But
they do with
can
the dogs.
Yeah. This is a real hunting scene, yeah.
Shampoo suddenly has purge pictures from the 1800s in painting.
Look at these creepy faces.
Oh, I did a whole series on that. When I went to, we saw those museums. I got weirded out. I took pictures of all the babies. They look like demons. None of them, I think I've shown them. None of them look like babies. It's like
Yeah,
they could
that was
paint anything but couldn't paint a baby.
Yeah. But that one is the first one I found like with the black baby, and they're like putting him in. I don't know what they're doing to it. You know?
Oh, they're pouring them with water.
Yeah.
So, but the one that's hugging the neck of the person behind it looks like she's kind of worried what they're about to do. I don't know, or maybe she's happy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't. Who knows?
Yes, exactly.
Who knows? I can't figure out my own life, let alone these. Oh my God! What's that in the corner? Is that Jabba the Hutt up there on the left? What is that?
Somebody's being carried out. I don't know what's going on
What is
here.
that thing? Yeah, right, Jen. Who knows? That's the cool thing, you guys. Whoever's still here, these are the channels we go. We don't know what the hell's going on. We're just
There's a
figuring it out.
fasci in the back. There's a fasci hanging off the back of this sucker.
Yeah.
And a rod of patah right here. It looks like. I don't know. I could be wrong.
It looks like a statue of Athena.
Athena.
Or
Got some kind of scepter in that one hand too.
Yeah.
And angels on the shoulders.
Because they got it. They got one in Texas now. Yeah.
Look at the medical bag with some kind of like teeth yanker coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing you pull teeth out with.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
It's like, come over here, my daughter. Oh no, it's taking my husband away. Daddy.
Yeah,
my
look,
boy.
they look sad. Whoever died with the red feet, that's probably.
Oh.
You see this? She's holding like an angel.
You're right. There you are. Look at him. He's got it. Shampoo with the home run. There it is.
He's got it.
Let's see.
That's exactly it.
Oh, this one.
Way to go.
She's holding like the same kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really getting windy out over here.
And there's the scepter or whatever right there.
Yeah. This one's appearing. There's a snake.
Snake in the grass. The theme for the night. Change the channel to the name of the show. So funny.
Yeah, right?
But this is in Nashville.
Of course, because that makes sense, right?
Motherfucker.
Here it's really big.
Wow.
There's one people. Look, yeah.
Well, guys, we're going to be wrapping this up here in a little bit. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, sure. I was just going to.
All right, he's going to hit us with some the crescendos.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? I used to watch like all the old days of Johnny Carson, all that. And he'd always have way more things than he could get to. So he'd just go, all right, let me just finish out with a few here. And then the audience would be like, oh, I can't wait till next week and see more.
That's right.
Yeah.
Naughty tiles.
Look at how little the people are and how vast this building is. This
Yeah.
castle cathedral looking thing here.
You definitely walk your horses in there.
That's an interesting symbol there on the side with the it looks like that.
Yeah. Isn't that also like for American Cancer Society or don't they have something like that? That symbol?
Oh.
Looks familiar to me.
I don't know. And I already showed you they always dig something in these.
Why?
This place, I don't know. You will see that. Look again.
I'm looking for something.
Again, look. They're digging here, and this one is it? No.
Wow.
But in many of them, you see them digging down.
They're like, I know it's here somewhere. Keep digging.
Yeah.
Voynich just showed up. You are way tardy, sir.
Oh my God, it's
That's
so
insane.
tardy.
We just said we're leaving and he
Wait.
showed up. I mean, please.
Oh, here we go.
I don't feel dirty.
See what you did, Voynich? Anyways, go ahead, Shapu.
I was just telling Jen, there is your melted building.
Yeah, look at the stuff in the background, too. It's just freaky.
Yeah. Look at this one here. And St. Christopher there.
That's really cool. I like it.
Same thing here.
This is the type of stuff that you see in the background of the Mona Lisa, guys. If you look closely at the Mona Lisa painting, you will see melted buildings in the background.
I remember we saw that on air. It was freaky.
Yeah.
Because we were covering all the other stuff with the mole near her eye and all that other stuff, and suddenly there's melted buildings behind.
Yeah, that's when I was over visiting you back in September.
Yeah.
We came up on that.
September. How's that
Look at
go?
the egg on this kid's head. Did they hatch these kids coming out of the eggs?
Look, yeah, this one is still in it.
All right, now, is she trying to feed that bird her nipple?
It looks like it.
Okay.
Just saying.
That's it? All right.
Right.
I mean, not that I noticed that, but I'm agreeing with you.
Well, it's alluding that she's having sex with this bird.
Well,
and then she's having these egg babies.
Ooh, you know what? You're right.
Yes, it is a story.
Here's a story about a lady with a bird.
An egg-laying lady. An egg-laying lady.
But that goes back to the whole days of Noah and the chimeras and all that and the sirens.
Yeah,
So-
bestiality, all that crap.
Yeah, as in the days of Noah, and we seem to be right there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, guys, I had a lot of fun tonight. I think this went really well.
Too.
Yes.
And I really appreciate doing this. And for those who don't know what I mean, I do a show every Friday at this time, and right now, especially with warmer weather, I'm working outside a lot. So if we can do this switch back and forth, I love doing these shows with you all because I don't have to do all that stuff. I can just show up here and have a good time. And so if we're working it right, Jen, God willing, we'll do it next Friday on my channel.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then Shapu will send you the link and you'll appear wherever we are, one or the other. So
yes.
I just want to say thank you for having me. I love you both. And may God watch over all of us during these times because we need him now more than ever. So thank you for having me on this show. God
Thank
bless.
you, CFM. Yeah, love you too. You and Jen. And I'm so tired.
Sorry, we kept you up late tonight,
Yeah.
Shapu.
And if you can't make it or stay the whole show, whatever you want to do, man, like you bring those pictures and you close it out every time. So, but I know it's late over there in France.
Yes. Yeah, in France it's like 4 a.m. right now.
People are going to start thinking you really are there. Anyways.
All right,
So,
guys.
yeah,
Well, I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you again so much for your prayers and your continuous prayers for my mother. Hopefully she'll be out of ICU within the next day or so and into a regular room. And then hopefully from there we can get her home. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to do a promo for the meetup on Saturday, April 1st and Sunday, April 2nd. But right now, boom, baby. Let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. I love you guys, and we are out of here.